Welcome.
Well, hello there.
Welcome to a special Saturday morning cartoon edition of Here Go
Good
Dragons.
morning.
Good morning, everybody. How are you?
He doesn't operate well until our 3 p.m.-ish setup time, so...
3:30.
3:30, yeah. Setup sometimes goes rough with that one. Hi, my name is Jared Sarton. I am the Dungeon Master currently until the couch vetoes me, kills me, and throws me off of a cliff because I killed their characters. And across the couch we have Nathan Ondrasek, Lauren Bird, Austin Schumacher, and Tinkerbell's roaming the floor. We have a lighter couch today, but we have a fun session here.
Yeah, I've had salads for dinner all week. And,
Well, I had pizza, so we're about the same.
We're the couch weighs roughly the same today.
I don't get it. I seem to have gained weight, and it doesn't make sense because I added a salad to every meal. That's a Frasier joke. That was a Frasier joke. Emmy award-winning joke.
did he get crickets too?
No.
Probably.
No, he did not. He got uproarious laughter.
Oh, that's what happens when you give laugh track. Got it.
It was live audience.
I don't have that button over here.
Our audience is alive.
I just have a stop.
Frasier is one of the greatest shows to ever exist.
I just have a stop button, and if you guys really don't want to hear the jokes, just pipe up and comment. So today we have a special episode. We're streaming on the 5th Saturday.
Good question, Cole.
Yeah.
When you think about it, pizza is all the food. It's
See,
all the food.
this guy gets it.
It is.
It really is.
Tink, you want to come here?
It's all of them.
Tinkerbell.
Tink, Nathan needs some support.
Tink, can you love
It's like, no.
Can you laugh at me?
Can you laugh with me, please?
All right, I've waited long enough. I'm trying to laugh.
Do it.
So
Tell us about
we
this.
have a special little setup today. We're playing Yora Adventures. It is an application that is in the works right now by TriClap. They are... Yes, that just happened unintentionally.
About 3 times.
Yeah. So they are a really cool group trying to build this wonderful little experience. So it is a tablet and phone setup
We're
here.
not texting all game. It's
We aren't rolling dice today. This game is set up to really, it does. It's set up to really introduce people to the world of TTRPGs for storytelling, and built in such a way that if you don't have dice and you're sitting in a classroom waiting for a bus, you can continue your adventure, which is kind of cool.
And for all those noobs, TTRPG is a tabletop role-playing game. I learned that this morning.
Noobs.
So-
She learned that 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
She's just flexing the vocabulary because you
Yeah.
need to do it. Now, say
Weird
with me,
flex, but okay.
TTRPG, tabletop role-playing game. Now you've
TTRPG,
learned something.
TTRPG.
The more you know.
My super short show.
There it is. So we are playing this game today. We're going through the first section of it. Just as a warning, spoilers, because there's only one path through this fantasy story at the moment. We will be going through it, so if you really want to play this game, tell all of your players to go away and get off the stream, and you watch it. So when we fumble through it, you've got a one-up for your game when you run it. The nice thing too is anyone can be the DM. So I've got the DM set up here.
Now I'm the DM.
If my players wanted to, they can go purchase the packs and be the DM as well. So it's a great game to...
Hype squad.
Hype Squad! It's a great
Miss you,
game that we're
Ash.
going to be trying out. But as we're going here, yes, sponsors is up. I want to let you guys know that we are still in the works on our set. That blank wall behind is coming thanks to all of the donations and funding that have come through Indiegogo. The reason we're still promoting Indiegogo is because since we got through the first round, we get to go longer. And because of that, that means you can still get some of the really fancy, awesome shirts that are on either end of the couch. These are Indiegogo and cast only shirts.
I did not get the memo.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I didn't either. It's all right. But you can get one of these shirts by going to our Indiegogo. There is a backing tier for that. We will print a shirt and send it to you for helping support us. What the Indiegogo does is what you can't see right now, and you can see on our Discord, another link below on Twitch, is we're jam-packed into this little room here with some equipment and things. that equipment has mostly been provided out of our pockets and from you guys. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to improve our set, our tech, make this more exciting for all of you, and hopefully we'll find a dad joke filter option sometime. But that means
It's called
that
duct tape, and it goes there.
yeah, but that also means the DM's gonna be sitting here going,
Your mustache on that day.
But outside of that, we do have a few different sponsors here. You'll look to what, my right,
It's up, no, other way.
my left,
That one.
Yeah.
that one. Sweet. I'm very bad at this, and we've been doing this for over 6 months now, guys. Over 6 months. But all of the sponsors listed there, we do have Critical Treasures, a really great UK-based nerdy gifts and gadgets. She makes dice bags, dice pins,
She's full-time
pendants,
now.
etc. She's
Oh,
full-time.
nice.
She's
She's
converted.
full-time.
She's
Get it.
converted her shop to
This is her
full-time.
work.
Yeah,
It's
that
legit.
is. So that's one of the bags that she's made. That is an amazing little piece of work. If you go to her Etsy page, which is linked below, there's tons and tons and tons and tons of patterns, to the point where if I wasn't told no, I can't swipe my card again, I would probably have about 18 dice bags across the front of this thing.
That looks super cool.
But yeah, that would look super cool. We also have Caffeinated Kobold, which
Oh yeah.
keeps you up late or gets you up early. It's a
Helps
very
you with
awesome
morning sessions.
Yeah, helps you with morning game sessions, evening game sessions, whatever it may be. It is a really awesome coffee group. Caffeinated Kobold has 3 different flavors currently. One with extra caffeine, one light, and one dark. Check them out. They're awesome. They taste great. And then finally, we have Blacksmith Craft Dice, which if you haven't seen our Instagram or theirs yet, there's a lot more colors coming out.
So many, and they're so pretty.
They're
many.
so pretty.
Tomorrow.
Hey, Push. Good morning.
Push is
Morning. So what you want to do is you want to look at the link below for their Amazon, and tomorrow go there because there's lots and lots of colors.
They
Now,
look so pretty.
oh, they look so
so
pretty,
pretty.
and they come with a carrying case as
There's
well.
blue
There's
ones.
an
And
extra,
they're
2
really-
extra D6s too.
Oh,
Yeah, and they're
Oh.
really,
Yeah.
2 extra D6s, super affordable,
Yeah.
which means you can buy your significant other one as well, so you don't have to share.
He's hinting at me.
Cough,
His birthday's
cough,
next.
cough, cough, cough. But now that I've mentioned those, here in a few days, if you watch our Instagram, there will be some giveaways starting up.
I love
I would love to win
Sponsored.
that,
You can't win.
You can't win.
but I would love to.
It's all right. One day.
You got a t-shirt.
Oh, that's right.
Which means all of you should try. Just Google it.
Yeah, so our Instagram will be launching a campaign on the 3rd because the 2nd is a holiday here in the States. So on the 3rd, we will be launching a campaign that will end on the 21st of September, which is Season 2, Episode 1. We will have our full cast of 4 back on the couch, and we will draw at least 1, if not 2 winners. So keep watching your Instagram, and winners will get stuff from all of our sponsors. All of them.
2.
All of our sponsors have hopped in, and they're helping us out.
What?
If you want to be super caffeinated, have a really cool dice bag with some really cool new
With
metal
really
dice.
cool
I
Uh,
also get,
Stay tuned.
they get a
Yeah.
maybe probably a,
We'll be
I don't know if
throwing
you can see
in we'll be
these.
throwing
These
in
are
some
amazing.
pins and some stickers. We did a nice new run of those.
Swag.
Swag. You'll see a sticker at the very front at the dice jail maybe. But yeah, that's it. I think that's enough of our announcements.
Your
Let's
adventure.
play a game.
Yora
Let's
Adventure.
play a game.
You're up.
Let's play a game.
No, it's a tri-clap. Let's play a game. Let's play.
I reached out to TriClap, and they will be joining us at some point in the stream. So hopefully that they're getting a good kick out of us Americans being
Americans?
goofy. Yeah, us Americans being American.
Sorry guys, my American is showing.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Cole. You're so right. Swag is Monday through Thursday. We'll add some swag on Friday.
Oh
The
yeah.
game show.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not this Monday.
Not
You-
this
You
Monday.
can't play Swagworks Live this Monday.
We're
No.
not working to celebrate work.
Correct.
I will be.
Sorry.
Oh, really? Oh,
Anyways,
Bummer.
Right.
ready.
I'm going to kick you all off with a little
Oh,
bit of
okay.
story time. Bye. Bye. A little bit of story time. Welcome to Septuria. the home of the Seven Aspects, an old continent with young inhabitants. The human kingdom of Kadara is located by the sea. Driven by the joy and discovery and curiosity, people search for the origins of their existence. They are as diverse as the flowers in a field and look for their purpose in many different ways. 14 gods watch over their lives and are worshipped for help and support. 14 of them. There will be a test. In the north, the land of the dwarves, with its immense mineral resources and insurmountable mountain ranges, borders on the human kingdom. Here in the depths of the mines, gold, iron, and many other resources are mined, which are sold to the people in the south, or are processed into unique artifacts of great craftsmanship. Hidden in the forest of the south lies the land of Elu Tor, where the elves live in harmony with nature. The forests are dense and often deadly for verdant visitors, but the tall elves move with a dreamlike nimbleness.
Nimbleness?
Nimbleness. Nimbleness.
I heard something else.
Nibble.
Did you hear?
Nibble?
Nippleless. Hey. Up until a handful of years ago, you couldn't print a poster in California and show nipples, so WWE posters, they were all just photoshopped off.
Wow.
Food for thought. Since,
Wait a second.
yep,
I'll
since
stick with a
Septurian,
muffin.
the Book of Seven was found centuries ago. Many organizations and individuals trying to fathom this book's secrets. According to legends, the one who's able to read and understand the Septurian book is given unbridled power over the elements, forbidden knowledge and cohesion of the world, and even the power over life and death itself. So far, no one has been able to decipher the tome. Some are of the opinion that it should never be opened. Others long for its power and do everything to get it, even just for a few pages. So, we here are in Ninpine. Hidden in the fertile fields and forests of the human kingdom of Kadara lies a small settlement of Ninpine. Everyone knows everyone here, and most of the time the villagers live in this peaceful, carefree community from one day to the next. The forests around Ninpine are teeming with wild animals that provide lavish meals and warm blankets for years to come. Sorry, druids. But in recent days, reports of aggressive behavior of the animals pile
They're
up.
fighting back.
They're fighting back.
It's the druids.
There's a dark shadow cast over this peaceful village. What is going on here?
Bum, bum,
Oh
bum.
no.
We are playing part 1 of
PT1.
Yora Adventures. We are in the kingdom of Kadara, a country road bordered to the east by the sea and the north by the Shadow Mountains. The westernmost country, Werefurt, is the furthest from the capital Altronia by sea. The arms of the law are trying hard, but you can still hear about raids, robbers, gangs, and even orcs from the west. After meeting in a fortified inn along the way last night, you lot are finding that you're traveling in the same direction and traveling together. The celebration of the equinox was only a few weeks ago, and the weather is good and the landscape is not particularly varied. The path is not paved, but comfortable for walking and wide enough for 2 wagons to ride side by side.
Wow, that's a big road.
At this point, characters, as you are leaving the fortified inn and traveling across the road, the few drinks you had last night caused you to forget who one another is. You might want to reintroduce yourselves.
Yes, that seems like a dwarf.
You got something to say up there?
What's the matter? Can't hold your liquor.
Beat you last night.
Beat me to sleep. Yes. To the ground. Yes.
Paying for it this morning, are we?
I paid for it last night. My purse is much lighter now.
Well, in case you don't remember, my name is Valdar.
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 Kate.
I like that.
Can't mess that one up.
Kati. Just
Dwalin.
want to prove that you can. I know
Your
what it is. What was that? Dwalin?
Dwalin at your service.
All I'll take some eggs.
No, over there.
You said you're at my service.
Elves.
The day goes by and tensions are already a bit high in this group.
You've got a dwarf and an elf. What are you
The dwarf and the elf are fighting on either side of the human that
That
accompanies
sounds
them
about
today.
Actually, this is kind of how they're laid out geographically, aren't they?
Basically, yeah. You continue down the road and the banter happens, the silence happens. Lunch is an awkward time. Nothing's said and Kate continues to roll her eyes, but after you've been on the road much of the day, it's beginning to get dark and you all need to find a place for the night. Players, this is where we start to learn a bit more about the systems here.
Awesome.
You may do different checks to see if you can find a suitable resting place. One that I would suggest is taking a look at maybe something like wilderness.
I can do that.
Is it just kind of the three of us, or is there a small caravan that we're
It's the three of you at the moment.
It's
You
just
found
three of
out
us.
last night that you were all traveling the same way.
Gotcha.
Cool.
I could do wilderness.
I'm also pretty good at wilderness. I am
Alright.
a hunter.
So go ahead and give me your wilderness check.
Okay.
The systems here operate out of a percentile, and the players have bought into skill sets, so they are pulling up one of their skills right now, and they will swipe the screen to roll a check.
Right. I will go as well.
How did you get to that?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So you hit the blue die at the bottom,
Okay.
and then you can do
Yes.
one of your ability checks. Then you find wilderness in there.
Thank you.
I'll just hit
So-
start and just see what happens.
Now, is this a 3-step process? Is what
Yeah.
it looks like.
It's a 3-step if you choose 3 things. You should only choose wilderness out of your skills.
Right.
There is also just a general.
Boom. 99. So we roll 3 times.
It looks like it's a 3.
Oh,
'Cause I
4.
can't
4.
get
Okay,
out of it.
then you roll 3 times.
Oh. I seriously rolled a 99 and then a 1.
Uh-oh.
And then do you have an impact? You have an impact at the bottom,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah.
Boom.
So I pass. I have
You
a
pass.
32.
You have a 32 impact. Cool. You
101.
pass. 101 impact. So the players have a percentage that they have success in and a percentage for fail. They roll a number, and if they're under, they subtract that. If they're over, they add that excess. In the end, they get an impact number, meaning it's a success or a fail. If the impact is above 0, success. Below, fail. Looks like we had 2, 3,
3.
3
Yeah.
successes.
Yep.
As you look around and you survey the area, just off the road is a small grove. It should provide sufficient protection
Boy.
against the
Okay.
wind, rain, and is also not directly visible from the road for,
Safety.
Protections.
raids and caravans of
Marauders.
Marauders.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
Road pirates.
This'll do.
Land-based pirates.
Well, I mean, look, there are sea pirates, and there are land pirates.
I think they typically call them bandits.
Well, I don't
Thieves.
understand. Why would you? They're the same thing, but one has a boat.
It's a pirate. It's a boat.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, why can't we just have one word and then specify where that pirate is at the moment?
Because then you have to use multiple words. Then it's the pirate of
I take
the
out
land,
my
pirate
bedroll.
of the sea. And
All right.
this way it's
So
just
you
a
go
bandit.
down in, and they're still up on the road arguing about
Yep.
pirates. You get the prime position in this little clearing.
I'll also forage around, find some edible mushrooms and.
Wow.
So,
Our druggy human's like,
Jeez.
how can I just get
No.
rid of the memory of these two?
It was the example of what wilderness does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sure
you
it
can
was.
forage
Incredibles.
around, and you do find a light snack of berries and a small colony of ants if you choose to get some protein from them. But there are some berries that allow you to have a snack to calm your rumbling stomach. The two crazies on the road finish their bantering, I guess, and do you follow along, or do you want to
Yes.
continue down the road?
No, I would like to we found the place to stay for the night, so
Be good to stop and stay.
I would like to sleep there.
All right, as you are heading down in and the bedrolls start to come out, you hear a few voices in the distance. You can't make out what they are, but they seem to be just around the bend of this little clearing.
Are they moving towards us?
Can you please do a perception check for me?
I can sure as heck try. Is that a mental?
That would be mental, yes?
Mental.
He is pretty
Perception.
mental.
Alright. This is your sixth sense. You perceive your surrounding very accurately. This comes especially handy when spotting traps. Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot.
It's
to
a
put
trap.
the
That's a trap.
First. Mental. Alright. This is my sixth sense.
This is not.
Oh, and yet it doesn't seem stacked like my sixth sense. So here's what we're gonna do.
The
I'm
paladin
gonna use
is
that,
quite clumsy.
Let's see.
Oh, he's concentrating.
All right, so there is a fun little feature here that our paladin is using, and he is concentrating, meaning he is taking a moment to spend some of his little health pool, and I'll show a character sheet here. The blue bar is his, not his health pool, his little like mana pool here. He can spend that on certain checks, on certain skills,
magic.
certain abilities. It takes place instead of spell slots or key points or various other things. It takes that place, and you have a general pool to use. Let's see, how's your check going?
Awful.
And you spent.
And I spent.
You
So-
spent 40 of your 151.
Yeah, I don't know this at all. Yeah, it failed. What kind of sixth sense is that?
I'd like to attempt to sneak towards the road.
All right. Towards the road, away from where you hear the voices.
Oh, the voices are coming from the
They're
woods?
coming around the bend of this little clearing. So as you look forward into the clearing, you've got a nice spot, but you do see that there's potential for more of this clearing.
Gotcha, I want to sneak towards
Yeah.
the voices.
Sneaking
You'll be
towards the
all that
voices.
See how
Voices.
this goes.
Well, that's hasty judgment now, isn't it?
This is incredibly interesting to not hear rolls of dice. I want to try this. It's
right.
like
Is there? Oh no, hold up.
No.
Maybe is your ringers on? Maybe if the ringers on, there's a sound.
So some feedback
Nope.
here. If Triclap is watching, can we add some vibration
like a wheel
and sound?
spinning, like a
That could be cool.
Like a
yeah,
little
yeah, yeah.
vibration as they roll, and a little tick 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 ding or something. That'd be amazing.
So I failed. Negative 18 impact.
As you continue to sneak forward, you believe you're stealthy enough, but you step on a branch,
Snap.
and the snapping of that branch causes these voices to be alerted of your presence. Hello? Is somebody there?
I'm gonna pull it back. Who goes there?
It's me.
That doesn't help.
Hotrian?
Sounds like TikTok.
That's what I was just thinking. You're doing great, Mr. DM.
It's alright. TikTok makes his way everywhere.
His cousin.
It's his cousin, but not.
He said Hotrin?
It's me, Hotrian. Are you the town guard?
No. Adventurers. And yourself?
Just a kid on a date?
On a date?
As you walk into the clearing a bit more,
Don't walk into the clear.
you see a blanket laid out with a little picnic basket and a young man, about 16 years old, with short brown hair, sitting on the blanket, more upright, with a young lady sitting behind him, kind of clutching to his arm. She has long blonde hair and is wearing a beautiful green dress. The young man seems to be protecting his date from these new adventurers, but as you look around, he has nothing to protect himself with. No sword, no weapons. He just seemed to...
Meat shield.
Meat shield. He is the meat shield. He just seemed to be the big man of the state.
You out a little late for a picnic and far from the city?
Well, it's the one place that we could meet and not run into any trouble, I guess.
I give him the disapproving motherly look.
You're not gonna... do you know my mom? Oh.
It's a small town. Everybody knows everybody.
Please don't tell her. She doesn't want me to date just yet, and...
You are a little young.
Well, now we have to adjust for the time.
I was gonna say, actually, I feel like you should be married now.
No. Wait till you're 40.
People usually die by then. Around here.
I'm not dead yet. I feel quite fine. I want to go for a walk.
Well, I for one, well, sorry to intrude, and good luck.
So you're telling me that I'm out a little late. I don't recognize any of you, and you claim to know my mother. So, are you heading to Ninpine, or
We're heading from Ninpine.
No.
are you sure you're heading from Ninpine? Because
No.
What?
Ninpine's pretty close, and I would have noticed you earlier in town. It's not a very big town.
I honestly don't remember. I thought we were
I think
in
we
Ninpine.
were.
I
Yes.
thought-
You're heading towards Ninpine.
Oh, never
Oh,
You're in an unknown
Right,
inn
right.
down the road, and you're headed towards Ninpine.
Nope. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Are you drunk?
Nope.
Was.
Not anymore.
Okay.
No,
Well-
I'm asleep.
He
We're
did not get
headed
the
there.
caffeinated cobalt.
Yeah.
So, if you're not from this region, what brings you here? Are you trying to sell stuff? Did you have a cart somewhere?
You ask an awful lot of questions.
Ah, hey, I gotta learn the world here a bit.
Well,
We
clearly
heard-
you're well on your way.
We heard there was trouble in town. We've been asked to come
We did?
sort it out. I did.
Oh, okay.
Why
met-
are you?
I don't know.
Remember the animals?
The animals.
They were revolting.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you heard about the animals. Ooh, scary stuff. But,
Then why are you out in the forest alone?
I have not seen anything out here to be worried about. It's quiet. The young woman still sits wide-eyed behind her date and just kind of stares you all down.
Wait, so how close are we to town?
Well, if you continue around the bend, I'm sure you just came from the road. You'll see the town lights in about 3 minutes walk.
Oh.
We were that close and we were just gonna...
Yeah, around the bend, it was getting dark. I don't blame you. It's a nice, cool spot.
I
I'm
want
gonna
you
go get my
home by the
bedroll.
time the sun sets.
He starts like shuffling all of the stuff into his picnic basket.
and lower and lower.
Get that girl home, and I won't tell your mother. And I walk off to get my bedroll and pack it up.
Yeah.
The young woman just kind of smiles at how you pushed Hotrian around and shakes her head, still not saying a word to you all, lets out a giggle, kisses Hotrian on the cheek, waves to all of you, and runs up the road as she's getting home herself. As you pack your bedrolls up and head to the road, seeing that there's probably better suited places for you to sleep,
Like an inn?
Hotrian is following you up to the road, and you see up ahead, the young woman is just skipping down the road. She enjoyed her date and probably the show that just happened.
She gets mauled by a dragon.
Dead? No. You all head up to the crossroads just before town, and the young girl is standing there, and one more time waves you all off and says, "Welcome to the area!" And she goes trotting off to a tall tower in the distance.
That's
Rapunzel?
She has long blonde hair and she's trotting to a tower.
At least she got out.
Yeah. This time, at least.
Yeah.
At this point, Hotrian just kind of stares off at her, just grins. Ha!
He's got it bad.
I'm gonna like kind of smack him on the shoulder and be like, "Son,
Yeah.
wake up! You're not in bed yet."
Wait, where did you smack him?
Shoulder.
So it was.
It was a
It's a dwarf. I'm not like a gnome.
He's a
dwarves in this setting are only 1.5 feet tall. Elves are 11 foot tall. No, we
Exactly.
don't have that.
We use dwarves as footballs.
So,
Bite back.
I mean, thanks for looking out for us, I guess. You know, being adults. I think we could find a spot in town for you, but again, please don't tell my mother that you saw me and Lorona together. She just doesn't approve.
My Lorona.
But if she seems like a nice girl, what's your mom got against her?
Well, her master is this wizard in the tower, and he
First off,
She has a master.
she's
Well, that's
she's in training. But
Okay.
to be a what?
well, wizard's tower training.
Elf.
I don't know. I don't think that everyone just knows one thing.
Well,
Just because he's a wizard, he could also be a great chef.
Well, somehow I knew you were gonna go with chef.
he does play a mean game of poker, but I don't know if
He
she's
changes his cards.
Transportation.
but
Make sure.
Mom just doesn't like him much. I don't know about their past or anything, but she just doesn't want anything to do with him or the people around him.
Old
So-
boyfriend.
Oh.
You never thought about
Awkward.
that? Yeah.
Oh. Ew.
Yeah. You know that
Oh.
spot you were
Adults.
hiding out?
Where is
Whoa. Wait a minute. Oh.
You wanted to be educated on the world, son.
Where is your father, boy?
In the tower.
Town. Usually.
Ignore them. I'm so sorry.
Well,
Alright.
yeah. Jerks. Adults are all jerks. Ah.
And children are all fools.
Well, we could head back to town. I'm sure we could talk with my master at the woodworking shop, and he'll give
And what
some
are you learning?
dice. Woodworking, of course, man.
I don't assume
I
that
think you
people
would-
only know one thing.
I think you would be safe to
adults are
start
so
making
drunk.
a few assumptions.
Can I have each of you recite the alphabet backwards for me?
No.
Lemthin, Elok, Valadin,
Yep, you're drunk.
Elvish,
Oh.
son. Learn the language.
I don't have to. I'm human. Ha! Got you now. Well, we should go back to town because, you know, those animals that you warned about don't want to get your drunk friends caught in a weird brawl here. But,
Why not?
Have you,
Lead the way.
as you go,
Because we're
have you
not
had
rolling
any
very well.
experience with these disturbances, these animals at all?
I've not, but let's get to town. We can talk to some people there because
Hey, let's go to
you'll
town.
see. You'll see what's
Let's
going
talk
on.
to adults.
To town.
Let's adults.
What, is everyone in town your age?
Ha!
It's like
Joke's
the
on-
opposite of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Oh. You walk into a town of children and
It's the adult catcher. There you
The
go.
wizard.
Mm-hmm.
well, players.
Train rails. Wah!
Every time. These are some pretty hard rails too.
I can imagine.
Players, through the conversation, you get a feeling you've gained more insight
Really?
about this part of Septuria.
Do I get to add that?
There is a players get the following rewards. I am supposed to somehow disperse 5 XP and 10 gold tokens.
Give us money?
Well, we used the
so
gold
the
tokens
tokens were
to
used
buy
early
ability
to
scores.
correct. Correct.
Oh.
Quest? Oh, yes, complete quest. Rendezvous in the forest. Complete the quest. This cannot be undone.
Oh, I've got mail, guys. Hold on.
Now, players, your mailbox now has something in it. The beautiful thing here is this adventure
Yay!
allows me to send things to you all, and there's a mailbox. And in that mailbox, the players just received an item.
Plus 5 XP and plus 10 tokens.
Hey,
Unless
hey.
you're a dwarf named Dwalin.
You didn't get anything?
I got nothing.
Oh,
Ah!
who's your service provider?
The Wi-Fi.
Better yet,
That too.
what it actually is his little Patronus is a
He's
snail.
got shorter legs.
He's got a snail that's
His
like,
Patronus.
I'm bringing
We're mixing so many words.
your XP.
Yeah.
Slow down. No.
Who's... Yeah.
We have a moose and a dog. And
Is that
like a
Neville's bird
ferret.
that was always... Yeah.
The
Or
rat
Ron.
that
was
ran
Ron's
into
bird.
Ron's bird.
Ron's bird.
Yeah.
What was it?
Mr. Skeevers was the rat that ran into things all the time.
Scabbers.
Scabbers, yes.
Scabbers is the rat.
Anyways,
Rumpelstiltskin.
Rumpelstiltskin.
we'll do a Harry Potter TTRPG later.
Perfect. We can do that. I will write you one.
Is that a thing?
That would be cool.
I imagine it would be.
Well,
People who are watching, let us know. Do you know of a Harry
here's
Potter,
the
an
thing.
HPTTRPG?
it's called
A B C D Q R X V.
SRD.
Also find an LOTR TTRPG. That would also be fun.
Oh, that exists.
I'm sure it does.
It does.
Next brunch. Anyways. Mail time, mail time, mail time.
Guys, you can upgrade stuff now. My
Okay.
intuition is going.
You may.
by
You may
one.
upgrade stuff right now, players, because you are between chapters.
But that's nice. Can increase carousing.
You probably should.
With the two people that are heavily drinking
Oh, I just-
on either side of you.
I just increased my intuition as a whole.
Oh.
How do you do your carousing? Oh, dang it! I could have
went-
gone into
You
my
could've- you
specific
could've-
skills.
So every time you hit a
intuition?
check mark, or a checkpoint, which you'll hit a couple more players, you'll be able to spend the monies you make on skill points or attributes. So you can.
Oh, I really could have used that in perception.
Whoops.
I don't know what I'm doing.
We're still
We're
learning.
learning.
We're still learning. That was
Okay.
section 1. So you'll
Hi,
see.
Ellen. Sorry.
You'll see. Oh, Lindsay's joining in for a little bit here.
Lunch break.
You'll see here that that took us just a little while, 30-ish minutes.
Okay.
So these chapters are set in such a way that you can have nice little short games and not take a 4-hour, 6-hour, 8-hour session that most D&D sessions can do.
And then need like 5 of them to get through.
Yes. Now, back to where we're at. You are still on the road heading towards
Yeah.
town. Well,
Heading towards town.
while talking to Hotrian and following along, and he's going all on about his 3 months he's spent with Lorona and how he's found love in his life, and he's just so happy, and he's now got a job with a woodworker. This kid's just going on and on and
He's
on.
got it bad.
He's got it bad. Suddenly, you hear a rustling in the bushes ahead of you. A big bear breaks out of the undergrowth about 200 feet in front
Grab my
and
bow.
stops in the path.
Mace.
A big flesh wound gapes in his side.
Aw.
After a moment, he begins to charge at you.
Okay.
Hotrian goes diving into the undergrowth right next to you all to get out of the way.
Pulls up.
Bring your pretty face to my axe!
At this point, players, we are going into a battle.
Dun, dun,
So
dun,
please,
dun,
for
dun,
me,
dun,
roll
dun.
a check.
Can I?
Can you?
What check do you want? I was gonna make
Um,
an animal language check.
This bear's charging you.
Nah,
There's
he's
no
not
language
talking.
being spoken. He's not talking.
Will the opponent pop up?
The opponent will pop up
Okay.
when I activate him.
Okay, cool.
If you could do a intuition check, it should be the second from last.
Just
Oh, just straight intuition.
Yep.
Got
That will give me a turn order.
Oh, I need
here.
to get a check. Give me a second.
Skill check. Skill check. Attribute check.
Attribute check.
Attribute check.
Attribute
straight
check.
intuition.
Okay.
Attribute check. straight intuition, so INU. Start
I
check.
don't want to use any more of my stuff. Well, maybe I'll. Okay.
And it's just
And
one
then
roll.
it should just be one roll. Please tell me what your impact score is.
Real bad.
5.
Negative 46.
I gave us.
I got a 4 on the
points.
dice.
I gave us points.
Or on the roller.
All right, and
Minus 15.
minus 15. All right.
So not awful.
The bear got a negative 88.
Oh, thank goodness.
We will start with players across the couch. I believe it goes Nathan, Austin, then Lauren.
Perfect.
So I get to.
And let me activate our bear.
Bear.
You should now be able to see the bear. Where was your screen that you found to attack?
It's you click the dice combat check.
There
Right.
it is. You should see in combat check.
Mace, I pick it, and then I click on the bear,
The bear.
which seems to be hostile.
But it's difficult level.
Just a little bit.
Difficulty level's 3.
Right, but we're level 1s.
Good luck.
So the bear.
The bear.
I have a 52% chance of hitting right now.
Perfect.
My rolls have been going great, so I'm gonna add to that with my whatever that blue thing is, intuition or something like that.
Just know that that blue thing also can be spent for your charge of your special skill you chose while creating your character.
There's
Oh,
a
that's
combat
right.
skill check, but it's expensive.
It's
It's
expensive.
100.
So yours is 100, others are cheaper.
Yeah,
Oh.
Depending
mine
on
was-
depending on the
Mine
check.
is also 100.
Depending on what you chose.
I mean, I just clicked on my mace. I'm just gonna
All right,
try
mace
and hit
to the
with my
face.
mace. So let's start that check, baby. Come on, are you kidding me? It's just
The numbers aren't in your favor.
the way the scrolly thing
Because
works.
it feels like
I
it's starting
feel
at
like-
1.
Yeah, I know it's an algorithm, but like I feel like I'm swiping better than this.
It's 100%
We
We
random.
didn't get much
Anything?
online dating
All right.
experience.
It's all right.
I didn't get
I-
any.
It's
What
left
are
and
you
right,
saying?
not up on online dating. So, what we'll see here from the DM's perspective, I just got a nice little mail. Oh, it says check failed.
Oh.
And now it
White
has a
next.
breakdown of 0 damage here.
Meh.
Sorry, Austin, sir. Or shall I say, what is your character?
Dwalin.
Dwalin. I was just taking
Well-
the back that there was the last name with Voldar.
I don't think I want to spend 100 of my concentration points.
To do a big smash on the bear? Come on, man.
No, we're doing it.
No, oh,
But
here
it's
it
not
goes.
guaranteed, is it?
No.
What?
No.
I can do a combat strike without spending anything. Oh, maybe. Maybe not. Oh, no, I do have to spend.
We're gonna try it and just see what happens.
All right, so you're doing
We're
whatever
doing a
you're...
furious strike
A furious strike.
against the beer.
A furious strike against the beer.
Against the beer.
That's what he
All
did
right.
all last night.
All last night.
Start
That's why his
check.
character's
Ah!
Was that just barely?
We just barely made
Ha,
it.
you
just
barely
Barely made it.
And now you get to roll for your damage.
Rolling damage. Ah! Seriously?
That's good.
It's
It's
still
the
damage.
lowest possible
It's still
damage.
damage.
It's 50. That
I
feels high.
did 50.
It's alright.
Wait,
It's
so you still did 50 damage?
It's 50 to 100, and I did 50.
You still did 50
You
damage.
still did 50 damage.
I did.
In my mailbox, I do see a success. I will
He's
tap.
still a little hollow.
I tapped the 50 here,
Yeah.
which does break down on a bunch of different numbers as to how the damage occurred. So it was a damage check that gave me 51, and because your impact was only 4,
Yeah, I barely
Hey,
made the check.
you
and
barely
I
made the check,
hit
so
him.
you had a 4% increase because your impact was positive.
Yeah.
So just so you know, if you have a really high impact on your attack, you get a higher bonus on your damage.
Gotcha.
And then the bear had 3 on his shield, so you did a rounded out 50 damage on the bear. Perfect.
Go to the Bluetooth menu on your mobile device and connect to Jabra Speak 510.
The dog's pushing buttons on the speaker below the table.
Oh, that's
She's laying on the speaker. Perfect. So I will approve the damage, and you all should see
Okay. My turn.
the bear has taken damage. Yeah, you may swipe out at the bear.
Check succeeded. Dwallin bear.
Okay. Whew.
Bum, bum, bum. Ooh.
I did hit.
All right.
Impact. I guess I hit this now.
Yes!
51 damage.
51 damage. Here it comes to my inbox.
Okay, I do have a question. At the bottom, it gives you like the impact, like easy, hard, very
So
hard.
that will be used if I say, oh, the bear is like mauling you, so it's much harder for you to hit. Or maybe the bear's knocked over, so it's
Okay.
much easier for you to hit. So I will be able to tell you to make your impact base go up or down.
Gotcha.
So if it's hard, your impact starts negative. If it's easy, your impact starts positive.
Okay.
So you get like an impact bonus or deduction.
Okay.
Miss you, Lindsay, too.
Oh.
Lindsay says she misses us.
She'll be here in a bit. Lauren's making sure that the drink has been drank for you. So get here quickly.
Cheers.
So bear
OJ.
turn.
So,
No, he's a...
so you,
Oh,
what'd you swing
yeah.
with?
It was my bow.
You shot with your bow. So as the furious strike came down on the bear's head, the arrow flew right over the shoulder of our very short dwarf and narrowly missed. And in my inbox, I see damage of 51. Approved. That's a nice, powerful bow.
That is.
And that damages the bear. Sticks right into his shoulder. It is now the bear's turn.
Lindsay, there's plenty.
No, there's not. There's none.
Bye, Cole.
Bye, Cole.
Bye, Cole.
Have
Baby
fun.
shower.
Combat check melee because Dwallin is right in front of him.
Yep. Let's do this.
Starting check. He does hit.
Oh no! Because I have no armor, so 0 AC. Or is it 10?
I don't know.
Dwallin,
Yes.
you take damage. You now should see in your inbox damage has occurred.
Well, I have to wait for my snail Patronus.
Oh yeah, he'll catch up one of these days.
You want to just tell me what it is, just so I know?
You took
Ooh.
39. Where'd you see that one at? How'd you get?
It comes to everybody's
There
mailbox.
you go.
Everybody get it.
Everybody get it. Everybody gets to see.
I just got it.
Now is my turn, yeah.
Now, back to the top of the turn order as the
Got
bear
this.
lashes out and gnaws on the shoulder.
Since I
Of
can't
Dwallin.
afford any of my combat skills anymore, because I tried to help myself out with my mace hit.
Whoops.
Yep.
It's alright. It's alright. I think you get some of that back at checkpoints. And just so you know, the bear has none of that. He has no bonus. Bear's got
I
0
am
0.
so good, I spent that.
Oh yeah, right? You just got into green.
So you hit
Alright.
Nice.
There we go.
37.
37.
Take that.
In my inbox, I see that you swing out with your mace as well. You've run up and you've now come up under the bear's chin as he's gotten a mace to the top of the head. Or was it a sword?
an axe.
An axe. An axe to the top of the head, a mace to the chin, an arrow in the shoulder. This bear.
He's not.
He's barely hanging on.
Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. There's too many of these jokes. Now, sir, you pull the axe back out of the bear's skull.
And well, I don't have enough to do a Furious Strike again, so I'm just gonna straight swing.
Straight swing at him.
Alright.
Now
Oh
you
no.
look.
That's a combat check. With my axe. I got the burr! We're getting there. Okay, I'm gonna start the check. Alright, here we go. Brrr.
Hits. All right.
Seriously hits.
Ooh.
That's
Tap your damage and roll it.
It's a 92. So we have
Wow.
good impact there. Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
Come on,
that's a
baby.
good bonus.
Ah! Good, because damage sucked. We'll do 21.
21.
So good thing I rolled high on one of those.
Waiting for your delivery.
Wait for my snail Patronus.
In the meantime, how's everyone doing this morning? Oh, there it is.
Hey!
Don't really want to know.
Oh, these two hooligans.
I'm still waking up.
Connected to mobile device.
Thanks, Tink. All
Dog
right.
attack.
Kate.
Yeah. Can I hit him with my bow without hitting my partners?
I mean, you got a shorty, and then
He's the
some
one sided.
some
And a skinny.
doofus.
Is that going to
Some
be like a...
doofus.
Oh, yes.
It would make it harder.
Okay. Does that mean I have to change?
It's
Yes.
normal right now.
So you want to tap that. It
Right.
will make it harder.
Right. You got this.
Okay.
Good luck.
That's
Just
just
believe
over
in you, Tech
50-50.
Cooper.
So she tapped to make the check harder, and
What?
What'd you get?
That's a crit,
Crit
fail.
fail.
But it didn't even roll. Like I scanned and it just stayed on 1. That's lame.
That is lame.
Crit.
There needs to be feedback
fail.
here. Crit fail. Good news. I don't think there's any. No, there's no crit here. So you didn't.
But I
You
spent
didn't
impact
like.
points.
You didn't shoot anyone in the back of the head or anything. Unfortunately, that negative 47 impact is not going to hit.
Why not?
Because it's not an absolute negative 47 where
Like it didn't
positive
just like
47.
zoom and then like it was so bad
I
that it, like hit
mean,
a tree and looped back.
If you negative 99'd it, I'd let it go around the world. And then you'd
And
have
shoot
to.
yourself in the back.
And then you'd have to check and
Fine.
see
Do
if
a
you could
dex
dodge.
check to
A
see
dex
if you-
check to see if you could dodge the arrow as it came back around.
Oh, we got
But-
Jared Hoy scrolling through.
Whoops. Jared Hoy has been made mention.
Oh,
He's an honorary guest in our scroller right now because Jared
I was
Hoy is
like-
awesome.
where's he?
Yeah.
He's up there.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Go follow Jared Hoy.
Okay.
He's great.
Also known as Couch Drasek.
Counter sec.
This bear,
Oh, man.
however, does swing out again at our dear friend in the front.
I almost called you Romeo.
There's 2 of us here.
Hey, you're the one that did a lot of damage first. He's staring you down. Sorry, Dwellin. Start check.
Let's go!
Dwallin, Ballin, Biffer, Boffer, Bomber. Are your brothers at home?
He does hit.
I'm on my way.
Ballin.
He does hit.
Ballin is his brother.
Ooh.
Of course he does. I know.
Ow. Dwellin.
Yes.
Bye.
Let's do this.
The bear gives you a swift uppercut.
Yes!
Ouch.
A
We should
swift
have gotten to town
uppercut.
faster.
Let's do this.
Poor kid was staring down the girl on the road, so...
Can't he like pick up a stone or something?
Did you see how nervous he was? He was sitting there on the blanket, like, barely sitting upright. She was probably holding him up, like, no, you're the meat shield, you stay there.
Alright. Alright.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Smash.
I'm spending all of that stuff.
Spending all the blue stuff.
And I'm glad I do, because I can't roll for crap tonight. Ah, gosh. Alright.
Yeah,
Damn
he needs
it.
some coffee. Get that boy some caffeine this morning.
Yeah! 8
Yeah.
damage!
Totaled?
Total.
Oh.
I rolled a 45, 2 higher than I needed to roll, and then I rolled an 11 on damage. And apparently, that equals 8.
Apparently. When mathed out by,
I don't understand the math.
when you get your damage and you tap it, it'll tell you how you got your damage. So
Yeah.
I'll tell you how you got your damage. You rolled 11 damage. Your impact gave you a 2% buff, which wasn't enough to bring you up to 12. And then the bear had 3 on his shield / reduction, so it came out to an 8. Everyone can see that if you tap the damage in the center.
Well, see, I don't get my own mail.
No, you don't. But you'll get a
But
screen
I
that
was
shows your
already-
damage at the end.
Gotcha. I already clicked out of that.
So you can ask your neighbor
That
to
was
see their mail if you want, but you might get charged. All right, approve. And the bear takes a slight.
Oh, there it is.
The bear takes a
Yeah.
slight slash.
You just had to approve it. Bless you.
So the bear gets hit across the face just slightly by this mace. Lets out a and continues to push forward. I believe next on the couch.
That'd be me. Why won't you die? Also because you might kill me first.
Yeah.
Come on, Axe.
The art in this game makes it feel like it's a gentle approach to tabletop role-playing, but the game itself feels like a brutal approach.
Did you guys get to pick your hair color?
No.
No. We are in a beta build here,
Gotcha.
so I believe one day they'll have further
All those,
customization,
yeah.
but yeah.
I mean, so I just didn't. I couldn't remember. It's like,
Yeah.
did I do this? Did I just click through and be like, this is my guy?
Did you miss?
I did.
You missed.
I did. Shouldn't have spent the concentration points.
Whoops. All of the concentration will be gone.
Boo.
Do
Yeah.
I
Well,
get to move?
You may move.
Okay, I'm gonna move
You
so
gonna
that.
run away?
Bye!
So
Back
the
to the end.
the battles here are a lot more freeform.
Okay.
The big thing that you do is attack. You can move, you can push, you can shove. We can do some other checks.
I want to move
Huh?
Yeah.
because I don't want them. I don't want them to be in the way anymore.
All right.
So I'm gonna move to where I have a clear shot.
The road is wide enough that you can move off to the side because it's 2 carts wide. You can move
Yes.
and get a clear shot.
Great.
I will say if you move far enough around where they're attacking like the head and shoulders, it's a big bear. You could probably get an easier
Sure, like
shot
rib
from the
shot.
side.
Okay, great.
So-
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
If you move around to the side, then I will say you can take an easier hit because it's a big
Okay.
target.
Oh, nice.
Let's hope it happens.
Also, I don't want to kill off my players on the road
I
before
was
you get
gonna
to
say, we
town.
didn't even make it to town.
All right. Okay, it hits.
Yay!
Still not by much, but it hits.
For 6, right?
17.
Let's go!
But it like started at
Hits.
17, so I was like, great, I can only go up.
Oh.
I literally
This
got
game,
one
this
more
game
than my
keeps
base.
giving 1s because 17
one
was your
more
lowest.
than my base. Yeah.
Your base was 17 to 48,
Oh, yeah.
so you got your base.
Yeah.
Yep.
We keep getting
I
ones
got
there.
my base.
You got your base. This is painful. I'm a developer. I'd like to see the code behind these rolls, please. But I will
Bye,
approve
Lance.
that. Bye, Lynn. See you soon. So, you shoot the bear. It lodges into its side. The bear is now stumbling and trying to keep itself upright. It is now the bear's turn. Combat check against the elf that is next to him.
What? What have I been doing? Literally nothing.
But
He doesn't want to
But the
me.
dwarf's
I'm gonna
almost
bet
dead.
that's it.
It's okay. I
the
can
state
help
of
the dwarf.
the state of the bear. He swings out
He's swinging blindly now, kind of.
and he misses. You
Great.
should now see in your inboxes a potential fail on that.
Fail.
Failed. Bear failed.
Fail.
Fail bear.
Fail.
It's
All
my
right.
turn. How dead are you?
I am at 73 of 167.
Oh, you still have 73?
Yeah.
I'll heal you after I kill the bear.
I'll heal
I'm
you.
fine.
Don't worry about it.
I'm good.
Combat check. With the mace. At the bear. We're gonna spend that 10. Because that's what's been getting me my hits. When I hit. Come on. Come on. You gotta be freaking kidding me. That's a no.
The odds
Ouch.
are not.
Not in our favor.
The odds are really not in favors here. Whew! Alright, next on the couch is you swing out and totally miss the bear over its head.
The
Come
tough
on.
thing about this game is in other RPGs, when you want to throw your character sheet or your dice, that's fine. In this one, it's your
Just
phone.
phone.
And the DM and a lot of equipment are on the other side.
This is expensive. The walls are expensive.
This
I
would
can't
be
throw
expensive to
this.
fix.
Wait,
Jealous.
Yes.
wait. This is
Is it the right size?
good enough.
Dice jail.
Dice jail. Phone goes in dice
You
jail
sit
until
there
you're
until
around.
Your next turn.
Yes! 62 damage!
Good news.
Bye bear.
Good news. Once,
the most damage
once you
I've
deliver
done.
the damage here.
Okay.
Come on, damage. Come on. Come on,
I'm
damage.
delivering it right now.
Perfect. Delivered.
Yes!
You do 62 points of damage, and the bear only
Yes.
needed 1 point of damage.
You gotta be freaking kidding me.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
amazing!
That's how it
amazing.
went.
Because overkill is underrated.
You smash down on the bear's skull, and it pops. And as the bear's skull pops, you notice.
Oh.
Take a peek, Mike.
Yeah.
You notice that it's not blood that comes out. It's a bit of
What?
goo, a dark goo.
That's not supposed to happen.
I'm intrigued. I grab a bottle from my backpack and like put a little in it.
All right. You
I
have a
know
bottle.
animals.
You have a bottle in your backpack, and because
Yeah.
this game is a little bit more like hardlined, you'll have to make note on something else if you want to
Yeah.
talk more about that later. Otherwise, you can investigate, and there are a couple things you can pick up off of this
dead
bottle.
bear.
Namely the head.
No, that's gone.
I'll go
This is
for
not-
it.
That's gone.
Drug anyone?
Let's see, skills. Is this a mental or a physical skill? Is
To
that
do what?
like a pickpocketing?
No, you can
Or is
just,
it just
you
a-
can just go investigate the
Oh,
loot,
okay,
loot
yeah.
the body.
Well, loot the body.
Yeah, we're looting the
So
bear.
as you're looting the bear, you do notice that you can peel off some of the fur as it falls from the skin,
Okay.
or it falls from the bones, and it's very skeletal underneath. And you do notice that what's left of the skull are a pair of fangs.
I grab one.
You grab fangs?
I'll take one. I don't want to be selfish.
Well, sorry, Kate, they come in a pair.
Okay.
You
Sorry,
get
guys.
fangs. So if you look in your inbox, Kate, you are now the receiver of fangs.
There's a pelt.
There's a bit of fur that'll come peeling off.
I'll take some fur.
All right. I will send the fur to Valdar. I almost called you Vladimir. Whoops. Vladimir.
Oh, good.
The
You
elf.
didn't mention it was stinky fur.
I didn't want to like undersell it there. Be like,
Well,
yeah, it's
If I
garbage.
didn't know
False
there was a
advertising.
smell.
Well,
Elf.
you just received some stinky
Someone's
fur.
getting their own room at the end tonight.
Frickin' fur.
You don't have to claim it.
I already did.
Okay, you have to claim it.
Well, it's otherwise going to just be in my inbox and it's whatever.
As you're still investigating this bear, you can find that one of the eyes is white and milky from what remains of the skull.
Gross.
The paladin in our group does recognize that this is an undead bear.
Oh. Well, this
So
is-
it's not
This
dead?
would be an undead bear.
What, missing
So
his
it
head?
was dead. You know that gash we saw on the side of it? That must have
Oh.
killed it and somehow it was brought back.
That's off-putting.
Horrifying. Hey, dwarf, you need some healing? Might as well. Let me do a dang thing.
Let me do something.
I'm not
Yeah,
even
so
gonna give
we
him a
love
choice.
something.
I'm not even gonna give him a choice.
You're gonna just reach out and heal him.
I'm gonna heal him. We'll see if I can do this at all. Okay, if I can't do this, then
What are you attempting to do?
heal the dang guy.
That's
that-
got to be implemented.
93, thank you.
Whoa.
You have to do a check for that?
Yep, I gotta do 3 checks for it.
Ooh.
So I failed the second one. And the third one. Great, so you only get 29, I think. I don't know. Did I just send that to
That's
you?
not bad.
You
You
should
said
see
okay,
it in the
it'll send.
mailbox. Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
that might explain some of the
Bizarre.
Yeah, some of the oddities around here.
We should get inside.
As
Well,
you
that's
all
a
are,
good idea.
Wait, where's the kid?
as you are looking around and you ask where the kid's at, he comes stepping out of the brush, like picking stuff off his shirt and reaching into his hair and pulling a few twigs out. That was brilliant. Well done.
Oh, thank you.
Did you end up
Maybe
healing yourself?
I don't know. Skill check. I did curing disease, but it's not
Oh,
like
okay. So I will go in here. You did a heal, correct?
I did. Yes.
All right. For 29 points.
Yeah. Do you assign it?
Let me assign that here.
Yeah, assign it to him.
And what is your current health at? 73, 29
Yeah.
points puts you up to 102.
Yes.
It doesn't do the math for you?
No, I can't type in a number.
Oh.
So you should see your health go up to 102 in just a second here, Dwallin.
Yay!
Once that health is delivered to you through our intricate network of tabular devices and things. Back to the story. Hotrian comes climbing out and peeling things out of his hair and off his clothing. What is that? What is that? Jeez.
It's called an undead bear.
What do you say?
It's a normal bear to start with. Then it dies. And then it's brought back through some sort of dark magic.
Like something a wizard might do?
Well, that's classist.
He pulls back just a little bit.
Just asking.
Or a woodworker who also knows magic, because people don't just always know one thing.
Are you saying that because I carved wood and I made a bear 3 weeks ago that this bear came back to life to attack me?
No.
Okay. Good.
Wait, hold up. Maybe. Did you wish upon a star for a killer undead bear?
No, but I did wish for one of those giant lizards with short arms and a big head full of teeth.
I'd look around for one of those. Did you carve one of those out of wood? And then wish it? Okay. Then we're fine.
Well,
We should get to town.
There's some investigating to do tomorrow.
I wish I was as brave as you all are, but one day. All right,
You can help in other ways.
there's a small shrine up ahead. Just as we get to town, yeah, we'll stop there briefly and make sure that I'm not missing anything out of my. Where'd I put my basket?
I was gonna say, where's your picnic basket? That's what the bear was at.
He looks down into the brush. Well, I'll have to come out here tomorrow and fish that thing out.
Wait, hold up. Do I have a check? Everyone, look. See if you have any skills in finding baskets.
Oh yeah. I took a
Perception. Wait, we could do a perception check.
You could do a perception. You could probably do.
I'm
wilderness.
gonna do a perception check for this basket.
I'm gonna do a tracking check.
See if you can watch the roll pattern as it went. All right.
No, so far no. Oh, better.
Mine froze.
I
Can I
did
do a
not.
wilderness check or
Yeah,
tracking?
go for it. See if
What do
you can
want?
see through the brush. Wilderness
Okay.
works.
Oh,
I wound up with a -1.
87.
87 is your total impact.
Total impact.
What? So you
Where's
notice.
the basket?
You see where Hotrian had fallen and the grass had been kind of crushed.
Come on!
You see off to the side that there's a couple other weird crush marks.
148!
140 in wilderness, and you start looking where the basket seemingly had
Show off.
rolled, and at that point,
Basket. Where
at
was
that
this in combat?
at that point, your dwarven friend just dives so smoothly into the brush and stands up holding the basket, and then lifts up the blanket next to it, and he comes walking out. Not a single twig to be found. Not a single twig to be found in his beard. Nothing. It's like he was born to be in
I'm
the
the
wild.
hunter. How does this happen?
I
And then
don't
I found
know.
5 gold.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But
No one knows.
Hotrian just grins and shakes his head and gladly accepts his basket and blanket back and goes, just come on up ahead. There's
A shrine?
a nice little shrine off to the side. Come on.
To which of the
Alright.
14 gods?
All of them if you wish.
Oh, okay.
That'll do.
As you pass through the edge of the forest, you notice a small stone building to the right side of the road. It is an altar protected from moisture and wind by a square roof sustained by 4 pillars. On the altar, spring flowers decorate a stone bowl. As you approach up, Hotrian stops just short. Make sure you receive a gift from... I hate saying this. This is, I guess, my namesake, Hotorian, the god. Yes, Hotorian, don't get us confused.
Confusion
and then-
for God?
Hold
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Hold door.
Hold the door. Whoa. Just
Ian.
get a gift. And then come to the village, and it's just over the hill. And he points to the hill, and you see some lights starting to
I
shine
like
over.
gifts.
I'm going ahead. And
Don't
if
get
you...
mauled by a bear.
Don't lose your blanket.
All right, I got him. If you bring a gift for my mother, maybe we can find a spot at our home for you to stay tonight. So receive a gift here, and maybe there's something for her there.
Okay.
Perfect.
Hold Torian. I want a
I'm-
gift.
I'm picturing like Hercules.
A small little
Do I get
shrine,
a
yeah.
Pegasus?
I'm like taking knees.
Let's,
My boy!
So here we go,
Horn
here we
starts
go.
talking to us.
I will
We come up to the
explain.
altar. and-
You
yes.
walk up to the shrine. The entrances are decorated with various symbols. The northern opening with snowflakes and icicles. The western opening with apples, grapes, and leaves. The southern with oats and the sun. And the eastern with flowers and strawberries. Now, you're not innately familiar with Hotorian. So at this point, you may do some form of a history, gods
There's
and
a gods
cults.
check.
Yeah.
What? There is?
There is a god.
Hunters and
It's a
paladins have a gods
Yeah,
and
gods
cults.
and cults.
Yeah.
I guess I'll roll that. And probably do crap. So far,
I
crap.
got this. Come on.
Even crappier.
Oop, that didn't work.
Come on, come on, come on. Yes!
Pretty much just awful.
Almost.
Minus 46.
Yes!
Okay, well, I don't understand. I got 2 like really good ones, and then one that was like, okay, and took my impact all the way down to 13. Oh,
Well, you could've-
13.
13. You passed, though.
I didn't.
Never heard of this guy
All
before.
right. Well,
I think maybe I have.
to
a
the
little.
human, she starts to recall Hotorian is the god of seasons. And as the current season is just after the equinox, it is spring.
This is the god of seasons, and as it's just after the equinox, we're currently in spring.
Which would mean the east?
The east. That's probably where he's chilling.
Yeah.
I wanted beer.
We walk to the eastern side.
All right.
Reluctantly.
As you walk to the eastern side, you notice
Starboard.
in the bowl 3 things appear:
3 things appear.
an apple,
Oh, I think of beer. It's
a
like,
bunch of nuts, and some flowers. You each may take one of them. An apple, a bunch of nuts,
I'll go
and
with
some flowers.
the apple.
I'll take the nuts.
I was gonna say it
I
goes
was
great
gonna
with
go
beer.
for the
so-
flowers.
So apple goes to Valdar.
Valdar. Well, there was supposed to be something for his mom.
Flowers goes to Kate.
Maybe the combination. Maybe
And the
flowers.
nuts go
Maybe
to
we'll
Dwalin.
give the flowers to them all. I don't know.
You should now see in your mailboxes, your gifts have arrived.
Oh.
Happy birthday to me, HBD.
What flowers of what?
Flowers of
Hotorian.
Hotorian.
Yeah, I
They
got
never
Claim.
wither.
Mine is an apple of Hotorian, a freshly polished apple that gives its consumer some health.
I get
That's nice.
focus.
Ah.
So, nice thing here is now you have items in your inventory. You should be able to go into your inventory and send them to another character if you wish to trade. Say, apple for nuts if you wish. But that is up
Also
to
a
you to
torch.
decide.
Should've
Okay,
lit
here's the
that
thing
bear on
is,
fire.
I just sent the dwarf something, but I would also like to make a check, as in I'm trying to sneak it into his stuff, and so I want to make a check to make him have to accept it.
All right, go for it.
So can I make a pickpocketing
You
check?
can do a pickpocketing check. Yeah,
Uh,
A
do I do a
reverse
perception?
pickpocketing?
you can.
And then we see.
You
I guess
see
what
if
the
you
impact-
notice.
The total impact would be.
Yeah, what your total
Okay.
impacts are.
Would that be a perception check? I'm assuming that.
It would be a perception most likely.
rest of my blue to me.
Are you gonna try and thieve something from him while you're at it?
Gosh, this piece of crap.
Perception.
Just let me do something. Crying out freaking loud.
Well, nope. You're probably gonna make it, bro.
Okay, so we're
I
getting
bet
a
you
lot
I
of
don't.
negatives.
I bet
here.
you you
We're
do.
getting
How
a
negative
lot
are
of
you?
negatives.
I'm at minus 55 right now.
Great, don't roll great on whatever your last
Ah!
100.
I'm at minus 52.
Alright, I got 3.
You're
So you
receiving a
have to-
stinky bear pelt.
That's exactly what's happening.
Definitely just snuck a stinky bear pelt. into
Yes, I
his
see that.
inventory.
More negatives than math.
So
yes.
you have to,
Negative
I'm claiming
or
that.
aware.
It's mine
So
now.
You now have a stinky bear pellet you don't know about in your bag.
How long before I actually notice that it's smelling behind me now?
You just rolled poor perception.
It was pretty
Well-
stinky. I'll let you
Well-
roll perception again
But
here
so
in a
is
few
it-
minutes.
Okay, no, I was just gonna say, like, is it like an hour before I'm like, you know what? This isn't following him.
Probably when we get to the end.
Probably.
Yeah, because
Anyway.
we're all
Yeah.
together, so he's
Probably
Yeah,
at the
it's been
point because
smelling
you
it.
Yeah.
you both were right up on the bear, so
Yeah.
you're probably nostrils full of it still.
Yeah.
Perfect. My
Now-
plan- I did something good. For me.
Somewhere in
Players.
Yes.
Your next step is to head to town. And with
Heading to
that,
town.
we have finished another chapter. The Way to the Village quest. We are 2 of 4 chapters in, and I think because the way they break this down, this actually would make for a decent spot to take a break ourselves.
Awesome.
We have 2 more chapters in this first section of Something is Off in Ninpine. Now, really cool thing about this again, we're playing the first 4 chapters of this story. I believe this is set in 16 or 20 chapters if the other sections are also. So pretty cool. We'll play through this in about 2 hours, and
Yeah.
then it's I think $5 per other chapter, but in the end, $15 to get you a full like 8 to 12 hour session. That's cheaper than most D&D games. that you
Yeah,
have.
that's awesome.
And you also don't get addicted to dice. I miss my dice. I think
If
we're
you're
gonna
already addicted, you're already addicted.
we're gonna go on break and
Yeah.
roll some dice because
We
my
miss it.
Just to get our fix.
Yeah.
my fix is needed
I have
right now.
110 tokens.
But yes,
See you soon.
we
the
just got
players.
lunch.
So the players did level up, and you do get to spend your tokens,
Yep.
and we'll do that on break, and we'll come back to the story. So
See ya.
see you
In a
soon.
bit.
And that is how you win the game.
That was a lot of fun. The second part was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be.
We rolled really well. Super well.
Well,
Thanks for joining us,
Swipe.
everyone.
Yeah.
Remember our sponsors are Caffeinated Cobalt, Blacksmith Craft Dice, and Critical Treasures. So we'll see you.
just kidding. We
Gold
still
mines.
have the next half to play. The players in this wonderful Yora adventures have come together, had a apparently drunken night the night before, decided to travel together, interrupted a young man on his date, killed an undead bear, got some gifts from a god of seasons, and now
we
they're
stayed at the Four Seasons.
you're on your way to your hotel still, whatever that may be. Now you are on your way finally to the village of Ninpine. So,
All right.
Was it supposed to be like a 3-minute walk from the clearing?
that's what the kid said. Kids
Kids.
these days.
Dun,
Womp womp.
dun, na, 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 na,
But
na,
yes,
na.
we are back and we are playing Yora Adventures. We are going through the first section called Something's Off in Ninpine. This can be downloaded on your iPhone, iPad, Android device, whatever those are. And you can play with a group of friends without needing to buy dice. Without, I miss you, he says, and digs for dice randomly.
Just need to hold him for a second.
Nathan pulls out a special new metal tin from Blacksmith Craft Dice that he keeps with him just as his emergency stash.
Yeah.
cuts the little plastic label off of it that says "in case of
It's
emergency."
a ripcord. It inflates.
It inflates into a little
Little
nice
dice
tray. Yeah. There it is. There it is.
There's the $1 million idea.
So Blacksmith Craft Dice, Josh, make the ripcord system because Nathan's going to need to use it once in a while when he just needs to roll dice.
When I'm sitting in traffic.
Should I get out and punch this guy? Uh-oh.
Wait, that
The
was the
dice
life
say
raft!
the dice say I should. Do I have enough strength for it? No.
These magic 8-ball dice?
Yeah, basically.
Alright.
It's straight DC checks. Come on.
Yeah.
But we are adventuring yet again.
Pum pum.
As you leave the shrine and continue towards the village, you go up over a little hill and you walk across the hilltop, and just as you look down into the alleyway, you see that the forest opens up and you look down at this peaceful valley. At the bottom of the valley lies a small village, perhaps a dozen houses, smoke rising from their chimneys here and there. As you approach the village, you notice a small crowd of people gathering in the village square. When you enter the square, you notice there's a large elk lying on the table in the middle of the square with a butcher knife at its throat. The table, the elk, and the knife seem out of place. The crowd is gathered and murmuring about it.
What's going on here?
Just as you're looking about and asking people, and they're kind of looking at you because they notice you're not of this village. Hotorian comes over. Oh, everyone! Hey, these are my friends. They're the ones that just saved my life out there. Oh, whoa! You did make it, and you look a bit happier. You visited that shrine, huh? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I did.
Amongst the crowd, you hear, who are these strangers, Hotorian? I mean, Hotorian, they just came out of nowhere if they saved you.
We technically came from the road.
Oh, come on! You claim to be heroes? You hear another person yell out.
Did anyone say we were heroes?
No, I didn't claim it.
We could be heroes. Just
Just for one night.
We can be heroes. Your group is standing there a bit bewildered.
Do we not look heroic?
The elk. Where did it come from? It's not still kind of alive, is it?
One guy kind of looks at you, almost wondering if you know something he doesn't, but doesn't want to tell you that, yeah, it does look very much like the bear you just re-killed.
Well, if you look in the elf's pack, you will find a pelt of an undead bear. It happened to attack us.
We don't want to
on
pull it out.
the
It's
road.
very smelly. I'm
But
going
it
to leave
will
it in my
prove,
pack.
it will prove, like, the thing smells like death, man.
Right.
I'm
they
not sure
can
why
smell
you
it
took
from
it,
us.
but, you know, it would definitely prove that,
Look,
we've...
we've encountered this
Nonsense! It
Look,
sounds
look.
stupid!
Look,
before. I'm not going to pull it out. But I don't think these people can handle the
paladin
smell.
that's a bit queasy, are we?
No, I think they're going to be queasy.
I reach into the pack.
There's
Here are
a-
the fangs of the bear we killed. It wasn't really dead, it's undead. Whatever is plaguing your town is unnatural. Put him back in the bag.
Small child in the front, just left with her mouth gaping open, staring at the fangs as you put them back in your bag. She kind of just looks up at you, mouth still hanging.
So in light of that, I'm going to check out this elk. And I'm going to kind of move towards the elk.
Need a lift?
He's on.
He steps up on a stool.
As you
There's like a set of steps.
As you begin to walk towards the elk, a woman in her mid-30s approaches you. She's wearing a simple dress with an apron, and she's got a chain with the same symbol you saw on the shrine outside. She has dark brown hair, much like the color of the young man you had met. She walks over and cuts you off. How are you doing tonight? What are you folks doing in our town?
We heard that there'd been some disturbances outside of town, and we came to see if we could be of some assistance.
So you're the folks that saved my lad over there.
That would be us.
Thank Hotorian for bringing my son back. She just clutches the chain at her neck. Well, it appears that you're a bit out of sorts here, and whatever you saw on the road, pay no mind to what's back here.
What is back here? And I say that possibly using a skill. Like eloquence.
Oh, yes. that
Like
is a thing.
eloquence.
You are a smooth talker. You know how to communicate. This helps you to confuse people or convince them. And sometimes you bring them to tears. I'm gonna go with convincing.
Alright.
So I'm going to say, look, we are here to help you. We are. Did I get more tokens? What?
You should have had 110.
Oh, I thought I spent all of these.
You get to spend more tokens here in a minute.
Apparently. Let me just up my eloquence really quick.
So this is the moment as a child enters an arcade and
Oh, it didn't save my old. Oh, I did this on our break, and I apparently didn't click save.
this isn't the moment where the child enters the arcade and sees a machine spitting out lots and lots of tickets and no one there to claim them.
It's a good moment, though.
It is a good moment.
Okay.
I think
I'm
back
gonna
to that
do
moment.
this check. I'm just gonna do this check and see if I talk well enough. Start it.
I believe in you.
You shouldn't.
I believe in
Ted
you.
Cooper.
I believe in you, but I'm not sure I believe.
Really shouldn't.
I should believe in you, Ted Cooper!
Nope. Not good enough. Minus 13.
Well, because
Can we put a
Because-
pillow in here that I can aim this phone at?
because
I rage.
you did perform well for the rest of us. I should have started you on it easier, so I'll let you have a win on that one. So that would have been a plus 40 to start you off.
Thank
There you go. So
You're at 27.
you're at 27, so it's plus.
skills into before, because then it's all
So you ask about what's going on the table behind, and she cuts you off a bit more. I know that you're new to our town and you just want to know what's going on, and we don't need to share all of our secrets. We've been dealing with this for some time. We can talk about it in the morning. There's no need for you to know about it now. But what is your main role here for us? I heard you are adventurers, and my son speaks so highly of you, saving his life. I just want to know what is your deal? Why are you here?
I'm pretty sure we basically said it. We're here to deal with whatever animal problem you seem to have had. That's pretty much the draw here. So if you're telling us not to worry about it, I'm afraid you're not exactly helping us.
This creature
Yes.
back here, it's dead already, so it
Well,
doesn't
sure,
need to be
the
dealt
bear
with
was
any
dead
longer.
already
dead
as
at
well.
1.2.
The bear was undead when we fought it.
Well, I must thank you for saving my boy's life.
She did
I-
it. I say
She
that
did.
in my
She
brain.
did it. Oh, okay.
Out of game.
I see that
It's her fault. She did it.
she did it. The mom did it. I see that you've stopped by the shrine outside of town.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lovely flower you have
Give her
there.
the flowers. Just give it to her. Maybe she'll be more helpful.
Thank you.
Perfect. At
I
that
see
point,
you are a faithful worshiper person.
she
She
kind of
worships
tilts her
Hobgoblin.
she tilts her head just a little bit.
Of Hotori.
Tori.
Your son named in his
So they-
Ishness.
Yes.
Ishmas.
At that point,
My charisma's low, y'all.
your charisma is low. Hotrian walks up. Oh, Mom, you're embarrassing me. Stop. And like pushes her away just a little bit. Oh, you don't need to hassle my new friends. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
The mom grabs Hotrian by the ear briefly and just whispers something in his ear and smacks him on the back of the head just kind of lightly and sends him off. Go get some rest. And she waves at you all and kind of shoos you down the main stretch of road. As you are shooed that direction, you look. She's pushing you away
pushing
from
us into town,
as
away from what everyone else is looking at.
As you're kind of shooed in a direction you look, you do notice that there is what appears to be a hunter, a mid-30s, tall, muscular man, long brown ponytail, has somewhat of a stubbly beard going on, looks like he's been out in the wild for some time. And he's sitting off to the side with a knife, spinning it. And as you notice, on the blade of that knife, there's a little bit of some of that dark goo, still kind of crusted. And he's sitting there staring you all down as you're trying to look down at this elk.
I stare right at him.
He stares back unwaveringly.
You there?
Kind of looks around and realizes he's got his back against the wall. Sheathes his knife. Me?
Well,
Me?
Yes, you, the person who's been staring at us, and has a bit of your blade, sir.
My blade. Yeah, my blade.
Come. There's no need for false pretenses here. We've seen the same things you have. Now, as it seems, we may be the only sane folk in this town.
I think that's a definite.
I think we should talk.
As long as you don't shout at me like that anymore. I don't.
A little jumpy for a hunter, aren't you?
Well, it's because I like the woods and
Me too.
they're a lot quieter out there.
Agreed.
Weren't just a few minutes ago when we were attacked by an undead bear. Appears you may have encountered something similar.
Maybe. But you know, the woods has many things in it.
Not those things. Normally bears are alive or dead, and not like a mixture of the two.
I'm gonna put on the charm again.
I'm gonna put on the charm again.
Hold up.
This is extra hard. No.
What level is it? Normal? I'm gonna
Normal's
say,
fine.
my friend, we are only here to help. People seem to think that we are outsiders, but our sole goal, as you can see, I, a paladin, am just trying to protect these realms. So please, tell us what you can so that we can either help your town if it's needed or move on to a town that needs our aid. And now, I'm gonna
Our
roll.
sole goal.
You can go.
The goal of our
You
soul.
can go easy if you haven't already started it.
Alright, I have not. Starters check, yo.
Ah,
Boom. This is happening. This is so happening. For once in my freaking time
Boom.
in this game, this is happening.
It's gonna be negative 99 is the last one to.
Nope. Impact 125.
Spill.
His jaw drops. He instantly vomits and passes out. You stunned him. No.
Kisses you on both cheeks.
Let him tell the story. I prefer the vomiting.
Well, so I was hunting all day the other day, and I got one bear, and you know, skinned him and did the lot. Then I got another bear, but he ran off before I could take him down. But that's about it. Like, he was a strong bear. Bears are hard to take down, and let alone two in one day.
Did you notice anything odd in his eyes?
He was a bear. He had ferocity in his eyes.
Was one a milky color?
No, I can't say I've seen anything like that.
Which way did it run?
It just ran off into the woods, and I heard it go for some time, and eventually it went silent, and I couldn't find him again.
Your blade there, sir, when you were spinning, seems to have a substance upon it which is not really blood.
So he pulls his blade out and flips it over. Oh. I thought I cleaned it, but you're right, this isn't blood, this is... Huh.
This is, you want to finish that sentence?
Well,
Not blood.
not what I was expecting.
I
Do you
get
have
a
any...
bottle from
Dang!
from my backpack. This is the blood of the bear we encountered that was attacking Hotrian.
Well, it seems to be much of the same substance, but... He tries to wipe it off and realize it's kind of a black crusted powder now. I don't recall killing anything with that blood, though.
Have you been close to the elk?
Where did you leave the bear that you killed and skinned?
Well, I sold some of the meat off. Some of the bones were used in a local jeweler just a town over.
Oh, okay.
I have the pelt with me still.
Where were you hunting that you saw two of these bears?
Well, in the woods, just outside of town, past the shrine.
Both of them were over there.
Yeah, one was on one side of the woods in the clearing. That's the one that I lost, but the other was further down the road.
The second bear that you attacked, did you use this knife or did you use a bow?
I shot it with a bow, but it did charge me, and I slashed out with the knife.
I think that was the one we saw. He had a mark when he came.
Mm-hmm.
It means that he was somehow undead when he first fought him, though. Or some
Agreed.
sort of effect had already taken place.
Agreed.
Have you taken a look at this elk that they're all gathered around?
I have, but I've seen nothing like it in the past.
Where did it come from?
You say you see nothing like it. What was different?
It,
Both questions.
it seems a bit stale for being just dead. In terms of like it's been dead for a bit longer than I expected, but nothing else about it. I don't get it.
Who brought it in? Where did it come from?
A group of hunters in the woods that I'd crossed paths with it a time or two.
Very peculiar.
But I must get something to eat. I haven't eaten this all evening. I'm headed to the inn just down the road. You can find me there in a bit. And he makes sure he has all of his things and kind of rushes off towards an inn just down the road.
Torian had offered his home, but his mom doesn't seem so keen on us.
Maybe if you'd given her the flowers. You did say give her a gift and she'd be nice to you.
Yeah, I'll get there.
Well, it might be too late.
I'm not sure how much we trust them anyways.
She seems sneaky.
I agree.
You could also go talk to this wizard in a tower.
It's a bit late and I don't think that straying outside of town would be a...
I thought the tower was in town.
I thought the town was outside of town.
It's outside of town. So you were at a crossroads when you left the young woman and she had went off. You went up to the shrine and then to town afterwards.
Let's get some rest.
I agree.
I look around and see if I see the mama.
You don't see her anywhere. The crowd is kind of dispersing a bit, and the table that you had seen had been shuffled off to the side while you were speaking with this man. So much of the chaos that was happening in the square as you entered is dulling down.
So the elk is gone?
The elk is gone at the moment.
Okay.
Did it walk? Does it look like it walked off?
Not that you can tell. But if you want to roll tracking for me.
I call out, Hotrian?
No answer.
Who's close by?
There's an older woman walking next to her, like, early 20-something's daughter, it appears.
Excuse me,
Trying
ladies.
to walk her home.
Could you point me in the direction of Hotrian's home? We have a gift for his mother.
The older lady looks at you all.
You're the safe keepers of Hotrian from the forest.
Why?
He went up to his home just past the inn, but
She puts her hand up a little bit.
it appears that the lights have gone out, and I wouldn't advise knocking on one's door when it's too late here. Just be kind in our town. You are guests anyways.
Yes, and you're treating us like such guests, aren't you?
Well,
Don't do this, don't
you
do that.
you
Welcome
show
with warm
up.
arms.
You show up when these beasts are
And save one of your town's children. How dare we? Next time we won't. I walk away. I'm tracking.
The young woman next to her just keeps tugging on her shoulder of her dress.
Stop,
I think it's all the old people.
Mom.
There's a problem with the adults in this town.
They need the adult catcher.
Yeah.
Basically.
I rolled 40
On-
to track.
To track.
Do I
The
see the elk if it walked away?
You see nothing of the sort like an elk walked away.
Great.
You do see a tuft of fur that was laying near where the table was, so you do find a small tuft of dead elk fur.
Is this kind of stinky like the bear fur I found?
It's a very small tuft, like you can't really tell much
Oh, it's
from
not
it.
like pelt. It's
No,
just
it's
the
just
fur.
it's
Gotcha.
just like a little piece had gotten
Fluff.
floofed
Gotcha.
off.
To the inn?
I suppose.
Seems to be our best point of
To the
the
inn.
next step.
This town.
As you head towards the inn, an older gentleman, mid-60s, with a gray wreath of hair, bald top, very well-groomed beard, and a nice round belly, steps out. He's wiping his hands on his stained apron.
Welcome to Ninpine, travelers. How can I help you here?
3 rooms, please.
Oh, 3 rooms, travelers. I got a few rooms for you.
Perfect.
Come on in.
And he opens the door and steps back inside, and it's a very well maintained inn. One wouldn't say it's new, but it's one that he has kept every bit and piece polished, clean, and well stained.
Well, I just wanted to go and have an inn after living out in the country with all my sheep, and it's just so good to have travelers here. Do you guys need anything? Food? Beer?
Food would be
Some
wonderful.
water?
Both of those would be quite amazing.
I'll take water.
Water? Oh, okay. Also, I'm starting up this game over here. If you want to play some cards, you can join me in a little bit after you're done eating.
And because you wanted, let me. We need water to go to each of you.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful.
Water is coming to your inboxes soon.
Use the mail.
And then beer, food.
Both. I love that
A
it's called
water
water
bladder.
There you go.
That's probably what they used to make them.
Gross.
I think usually it was stomachs.
I think a lot.
Food for each of you, which you may eat. And I believe it'll give you, if you use it, I believe it will give you some health back. Dwalin, you get a beer. Anyone else need a beer for the evening?
No, I'm good.
Alright. Dwalin's got his beer.
And all's right with the world.
Well, why not?
All's right with the world for now.
So, you see, I got some rooms for you. It'll be just a few minutes. You just enjoy your food here.
And he goes running up the stairs, and you hear a couple doors slamming and some feet rustling upstairs as he makes beds and prepares your evening for you. There's a few villagers that are sitting amongst the group in here. A few having dinner, a couple playing cards at the table. if you wish, you can chat with a few of them while you're eating. Otherwise, we can wait till your room is already.
I'll chat.
There's a young man sitting with what appears to be a couple friends. They're all kind of joking. They've got a few beers that are almost finished. And he kind of looks your way as you walk over. Ah,
Evening.
ha, you're new into our town, huh? Welcome.
You live here.
Yeah. Just up the road. The house at the highest point of the city.
Nice
It's got
views?
a great view. Yeah, great view.
Yeah, we're new. Just got in.
Ah, cool. Oh, so you saw that mess outside, huh?
Yeah, man.
I don't know what's going on. It's been like, what guys? Yeah, 4 days as his friends are all kind of nodding and kind of joking about what's going on. 4 days that these animals once in a while just come on back and do their thing. That elk apparently was the newest one.
What do you mean do their thing?
I don't know.
Like
I mean,
eat and graze and...
eat, graze, attack. Yeah, you know. This village has got to be
Attack.
cursed or something.
Oh, doesn't that scare you?
Boys, he elbows a muscly young dude next to him. Nah, this guy here, he can take it down. He can take whatever down. Like the bears, you know the hunter out there that you guys are talking to. I saw. That guy can barely take down a bear. This guy wrestled him right out of the womb. Am I right?
So strong.
Well,
This guy's name is Crockett. David Crockett.
no, his
Yes,
name is actually Betty Crocker. Yeah, you know, his mom had a really weird. Yeah, whatever. But welcome to town. If you want, just say James sent you for a drink. Next one's on me. And he turns back and starts talking to his friends.
4 days, okay. And that gentleman just
Can
went
I
from miles.
can I roll concerning like gods and cults to see of like what god or cult might curse a town with this sort of thing?
Sure, but it will be on hard.
Wonderful.
Hello.
Just wonderful.
That was...
Missed that by 1.
Oh.
54%. I rolled a 53.
Well, the next one should be close.
There's that. There's that. Nope. There's a minus 16.
So, as you're all standing there, a young boy walks up to Dwalin, and he's just staring at your beard.
Hey, mister, how long did it take you to grow that beard? I want one too.
He really likes it when people braid it.
I'm 7.
Big, strong
half
lad.
your life, I've been growing this beard almost your whole life.
Whoa. It'll take a whole lifetime to get a beard like you?
Well, cool. Do you have to like drink something or eat something, or do you just like beard?
Vinegar.
Eat your vegetables, eat the crust on your bread, and go to bed when your mom tells you.
Now,
I'm
kid.
behind her.
Now,
I'm shaking
kid.
my head.
Do you see any beards on these two people?
Nope.
Girls
No.
don't have beards, you
You
fool.
don't. So they don't know how beards work. Now, the way that
we
you
know how
get
to
beards
shave.
Okay.
is you drink beer and eat good red meat.
I slap him.
Barky.
He's 7.
Boy, you'll learn. And
Where's your mother?
Here's the big part. Here's the big part. When you start to get a couple of whiskers down there, if the weather gets cold, you got to leave it outside. Whenever you go to bed, keep your hairs outside the covers. It helps make them grow.
Oh.
Did you get that one?
Okay.
34 straight.
Um.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Did he sleep with
Learned that one from a man at the North Pole. I did.
Sounds like a lot of work. Mom's over there.
You can also just do this. There's one. I saw it. I don't know if you can.
The boy, shocked, kind of looks around.
He did it!
Creaky floors, huh?
He did it! But are you selling things too? Mom says there was a guy selling some stuff a few days back, and he did something really strange, and then these animals came to life.
Wait, what?
What kind of stuff was he selling?
I don't know. He came to town very quickly, and then people didn't want him here, and he
Which way
just...
did he go, George? You never. Here's the thing: you never pass up a tinker.
It's true.
On the road. That's
But
rule number one.
But my name's Paul.
Well,
Paul, what did he look like? This.
Listen here, Ringo.
No, Paul.
Oh, sorry, John.
I'm gonna go see if I can get a beer now.
And he goes running off.
Good work there.
Hold up, I didn't even get to roll charm.
He was a child. You'd have to roll it on extra hard.
Kids are pretty.
Wait, I'm willing to
I
do
mean,
that.
it's one way or the other. It's either very easy or very hard. You'll be
That's
like, yeah, kid. And they're just like, adults.
Hold up. Okay. I'm doing this.
You're doing this.
I might as well. Nope. I'm at minus 84. I can get this. Come on. Nope.
This kid hates you.
I'm just lining up what he said in this story. It was only minus 104.
Only minus 104.
So now that all checks out.
As you're all standing there, a random roll goes flying out of nowhere and hits you upside the head.
Wait, I want to roll to die.
Want to roll? You want to see how terrible these rolls are, huh?
It's me. It's my guy. He just sucks. Can I roll? I'm gonna roll athletics.
See if you can dodge it. Broken ankle, you take 20 points of damage.
Can I roll to see if I catch it? Because I want to eat it.
Sure, go for it.
Okay. What kind of a check do you want for that?
Any form of athletics or
Okay.
acrobatics, sleight of hand.
Can I go talk to the boy's mom?
Yeah.
We're still.
So far, so good.
Hold on. We're still checking out to see if I
We
catch
gotta do this roll thing. It's very
Hold on.
important.
They're rolling for the
The
roll.
roll.
Rolling for the roll.
There it is. All right.
Yes.
I dodge. 89.
89, you do dodge as you see it out of the corner of your eye coming from the boy's outstretched hand.
Come on! Yes! 48.
You end up turning and catching the roll in your mouth. Dwalin, you're at full health, Dwalin.
Yes!
I can't give you any more health, so you're at full health. But it does work, and you are fed. As you go speak to the boy's mom, you notice that the boy's sitting there causing quite a stir with a couple siblings, and the mom's hustling out with two of them in hand, and she kind of notices you with intent coming to their table. The dad's sitting there, he's got food thrown all over him from the baby in the chair, just trying to get a little bit of soup into the kid's mouth. Can you see, I'm having a bit of trouble here.
Can I help? I
I
take one of the kids from her.
What?
I'm just like.
the mom had passed you by. It's now the small child that was asking about the beard and the baby that are.
Paul, what I said about listening to your mother was the truth. You want a beard, you want to be big and strong. Listen to your mom.
He pulls up his napkin and shakes it above his plate. A bunch of vegetables fall out of it onto his plate, and he grabs a fork. Clink. Clink, and shoves more vegetables in his mouth, and he just kind of stares at you and keeps rubbing his face to see if he gets his beard.
Tell me about this man who was selling things. What did he look like?
Oh man, I
You
can't
seem
say.
like you've got a really good memory. Such a smart boy.
Are you talking to the dad now or the kid? Okay. Look,
She's flirting with the dad.
you seem like such a smart boy. The dad goes, pats the son on the head.
So this guy was selling some stuff that.
Paul,
He spits.
Chew, otherwise the beard won't grow.
Now
Now stop. Swallow. Now wait to take a bite. Finish telling me. I put a hand on his fork and put it on the table.
His father's just sitting there as this strange woman won't
Hello.
let his son eat his vegetables.
We're just diving.
I didn't see him. He was out past my bedtime. I'm technically out past my bedtime right now too.
Oh, eat away. Sir. I turn to the father. We've heard you've had some unfortunate newcomers through town.
Yeah,
We don't want to be part of that lot.
you're talking about the merchant that came through a few days ago? Oh
Yeah,
man.
Paul said he caused some trouble.
What did I tell you about telling all these lies, kid?
He didn't cause trouble. He was just a bit weird. Some of the people said he was murmuring things and mumbling things about town, and he was only here for an evening to sell some potions or something. I don't know. And then he just disappeared. He headed off towards the Mage's Tower, I think.
Oh. Human, dwarf, elf? What?
Oh man, he kept a hood on. He wasn't as short as the short stuff you walked in with, but
He's pretty short, huh?
he could have been a human or elf. I don't know.
Fair enough. You have a lovely family.
Ah, thanks. And suddenly a bit of soup gets spit in his face.
I hand the napkin that Paul had hid his vegetables in and toss it to Dad and walk.
Dad wipes his face and
Back to
scoops
my
another
party.
bit of soup and continues on his arduous journey.
Tomorrow,
I will try as well. Oh god.
tomorrow we need to go to the Mage's Tower. But for now, I'm going to bed.
Would you like a roll? They're really good.
How many did he throw at you?
I got this.
As you're finishing up
When Betty Crocker throws you a roll, you eat it.
Technically it was.
the innkeep
Oh,
does.
that's right.
It was Paul. And his brother Ringo and John had been taken out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As you finish up your meal, chats, whatever you're doing here for the next few minutes, the innkeeper comes down and kind of peeks around the corner, hanging off on the railing just a bit. Got your rooms ready up here. Just come on up when you're ready. It's a good spot for you to get some rest.
You said there's something about a card game? I want to play a couple hands.
Oh, it's over there. There's 4 people sitting at the table. There's 2 more sitting. You can wait here. It'll be just a few minutes.
Great.
Sounds good. Let's jump in.
You go to bed.
Have fun, boys.
Wonderful.
Do I see the hunter anywhere?
Now the hunter you don't see.
As you're
seems
going up to
to
bed, you're looking for the hunter.
Of course.
No.
I
If you
mean,
guys are gonna stay up and talk.
You just go to bed.
He seems to not be in the main area.
Okay.
Players, you have hit a chapter break.
One more chapter to go.
One more chapter to go in this first adventure.
bum, bum, bum.
And there goes 10 more tokens.
You get more experience points and more tokens.
Whoa.
So you should only get 10 more tokens here. You did get a lot last time because you leveled.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, how's your carousing, Austin?
Great. It's one of my top skills.
Being able to hold his drink.
Yep, that's all it does.
Let me know when you've spent
Actually,
your points.
I'm gonna tell you something here, Nathan. Of my highest, one of my highest is warfare, which is plus. I'm a level 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then feat of strength, I'm a level 4. My carousing is a 5. It's my highest. This is what I do.
This man can hold his drink.
Push the Fisherman's hoping for a happy ending in this last chapter.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll
Me
see.
too, Push.
All right.
Well, as you are all beginning to turn in for the evening, play some card games, line up for more card games. I think the 2 gentlemen are waiting for their turn. A scream erupts from outside, and then another, and there's a bunch of commotion.
We're already like. There's a scream. I'm moving.
Well, it depends. Hold up. How good's my hand?
You haven't even gotten to play yet. You were next up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then
Yeah,
we're
we're on
going
that. Yeah, we're-
outside.
Am I upstairs by a window?
You are upstairs. You had just entered your room, and you are hearing the screams. You can't see much through the window because the window faces off to the one side that doesn't face the town square.
Okay, then I'll run out.
So you all run out, and as you notice coming back this way, there's another table that was off to the side with a couple more dead creatures on it that appear to be stirring and moving a bit more.
Well, if they're moving, the axe comes out and starts chopping. We're playing whack-a-mole with dead creatures.
Well, this table is about 150 feet out, and there's people screaming and running from it, and they're kind of making
Run
motion.
to it!
So you're running to
I grab
it
my bow.
as the chaos arises. Suddenly, a woman is screaming loudly in the middle of the road and pointing at the table. The animals you see are moving even more so, and they're starting to get up. The stag you see has a slice across its chest and belly, but yet that doesn't seem to faze it. A bunch of villagers who are looking at what's happening notice this more so and start rushing towards their homes. And you now are in combat.
How do we roll for initiative?
We used intuition.
Alright, so attribute check.
Attribute check.
Attribute check.
INU.
INU
Do we
is
just do
intuition.
one roll?
Yep, you should have to only do one roll if you choose that. Ooh. And then give me your total impact afterwards.
Hey!
Didn't suck.
Did suck.
All right,
Like, didn't
11.
budge.
11,
I rolled an
7.
11, but it's a negative 37.
7.
7.
All right,
Positive.
negative 65. So it'll go Nathan, Austin, Lauren, me. I think
This
that's the
sounds
same
very
turn
This
order.
order, yeah.
Same turn order. All right, let me
Been
activate.
here before.
What are my two things I'm looking at? A
Yeah.
stag.
Let me activate.
Oh, that's
I
right.
will
You're
tell
gonna-
you
you're gonna
what
activate
we
it.
got here. On
We
the
yell,
table.
Everybody, get indoors.
On the table.
Except for the hunter. And
Stag.
Betty Crocker.
Betty Crocker is
Betty!
cowering in the back of the inn right now.
Betty!
He-
Gosh darn it,
He
Betty!
is incredibly scared.
All talk.
All talk. As you run out to see what's on this table, you see the stag has stood up and has stepped off the table and is huffing and puffing.
Is he
To
gonna blow
its-
the house down?
Basically. But to its side, there are 2 boars standing next to it. You're gonna get bored, huh?
Ooh.
Well, one of us is.
I'm going for the stag.
All of you are.
Push says, Betty Crocker. Did Sarah Lee know she's here?
No, Sarah Lee was the other friend at the table. He's also hiding.
So I am going to use what?
Their neighbor Entenmann.
Where's my? Hold up.
Combat checking?
Yeah, my combat skills. I want to use lightning strike. But hold up. But if I click on, if I go into, do I need what do I need to be able to do this? Oh,
You need more blue?
I think it. Oh, I didn't learn lightning strike. Doggone it. Okay, I've got twisted jab. I guess I'll do that. Why would I
Right.
choose twisted jab over lightning strike? That was so foolish.
Well, you can always re-roll your character and go back through the story.
I'll just go and I'll twisted jab the stag, I guess.
You'll twisted jab the stag, so you run up towards the stag in the dead center, and you attempt to twisted jab. Does it say? Does it say what twisted jab is?
Does. I'm spinning around myself to essentially go haywire on this thing.
Oh.
So here's hoping. I've got a 68% chance of hitting this thing.
So you're spinning in circles in hopes that you smash this
Especially
thing with
since
your
it's
mace.
going to cost me 100 focus.
What?
97, baby.
There it is. Somehow it turns out
Damage.
negative.
Ooh.
Nice.
Impact gonna be 50. 50 damage to a dead deer.
50 damage to the
City
deer.
damage deal.
So you rolled a 31, you got a nice buff on
Nice
your
buff.
impact, and it
'Cause I
only had
rolled-
one reduction.
My hit was like in the 90s. To
Yeah.
hit, so.
Nice.
What?
About dang time I did
I
something.
will approve that damage. Cross the table, sir.
Denied.
No, thank you.
I'm actually gonna go for one of the boars.
All right. You have boar 1 on the stag's left, your
Yeah.
right, and boar 2 on the other side.
I'm gonna go for the stag's left.
Okay. So boar 1 is the one you want to go for.
Yeah, boar 1. And we're gonna try and wail on this dude with a furious strike.
It's like you have a whale?
You have a whale drops out of nowhere. We're learning things about this game we
Dwarves
never
are
knew.
so cool!
I don't have opponent to select.
You should. If you do a combat check.
Well, yeah, I did combat check, combat skill, furious strike, choose your opponent, and I have none.
Try something else.
Or reboot the app. This could be because in beta, sometimes things disconnect a wee bit.
Okay.
Kill the app, try it again.
I will do that.
No, he wants to kill the boar, not the owl.
The app is dead. Coming back
Yeah,
in. I'm
because
probably
I
gonna
have
to
all three. I have all 3 up.
I have to rejoin.
So do I.
The
Yeah,
You
class?
shouldn't have to
be just a
rejoin. You
click.
should be linked.
Okay,
Should
copy
be.
that.
I mean, like, yeah, it's just like a. Your game's
Alright,
happening.
play.
Wanna get back in on that game here?
Enter adventure. Character sheet. Oh, there's an inbox. I have a message. Okay.
So you got
Yeah, now
disconnected.
you're getting.
Yeah.
There
now
we
I'm getting
go.
stuff. Okay.
Pen and paper doesn't disconnect that
It's
often.
true.
Just brains.
That disconnects quite a bit for me.
Alright, combat.
You're fighting a
skill.
troll, and the
What?
Barbie doll swings at you. What?
Okay. Undead Boar 1.
Undead boar 1.
Difficulty. Ooh. Okay, seeing that the undead deer is a difficulty 3. No, we're gonna try and take out one of the boars. Yeah. We're gonna go after this boar.
Swinging a Barbie doll outside a Barbie
Start the
doll.
check.
It's fantastic.
Alright, here we go, here we
Please
go, here
run
we go,
down.
here we go!
This world doesn't know what
I
plastic
had a
is.
70% chance of success and didn't make it.
Now.
Well,
That's 100 points
So-
washed down the drain.
So you run up
70%.
to attack. You run up to attack, and
Yep.
because your elven companion is spinning in circles, you duck under
Dang it.
to try not to get hit, but you lose your footing slightly,
Oh, no more of those.
and unfortunately miss.
If I go for the boar, can I move to where it's a clearer shot?
Sure. They're straight on. You can move off to the left a bit. There's a bit of an opening that you can take a clearer shot at.
Like an easy shot?
You have to get closer to it than you'd probably want to get an easy shot.
Okay, I'll stick with normal.
I walk up. I knock
Right up.
the arrow, and I poke the arrow into the boar's face.
lines is 1 centimeter from eye. Oh, like that.
We'll see how this works.
You know that scene
Nope.
in the Mission Impossible
Cool.
where like the knife is right above
Yeah.
Tom
Oh,
Cruise's
yeah,
eye?
yeah. Yeah, the second one.
They like measured it out specifically and just like literally like dropped it.
Oh, yeah, it's.
That's
Yikes.
a miss.
As you fire your shot, it flies right over the boar's head. I think you might have been aiming for elk height or stag height.
Does it hit the stag then?
No, I'm sorry. You fired it at the creature, not across the creatures. Does it hit this
Oh,
good
next
eye?
time just
Next
line
time
up
just-
all three of
Your
them.
moment.
There we go.
Just
Hope to hit something.
And if you can go
Alright.
through the ribs of the elk, you might be able to get the downward trajectory to hit the boar.
Yeah, just hit a lot of soft tissues.
So the
Yeah.
undead stag
Well,
or
boys, we're in
deer.
trouble.
Yup.
Hey, he's got an equip weapon button?
Gilded antlers?
Yeah, something like that. Combat checking against Voldar, who's right in front of him, still spinning.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
He rears up and goes to kick out at you, but you knock his hoof out of the way and he
No.
falls down a bit with a
No.
nat 1 roll.
You just nope.
Nope. He just noped him big time.
No.
Boar 1 that is
No.
By me.
being charged
Yep.
does go for an attack
Ha!
at Dwalin. Dwalin.
Let's
he
go.
starts a bit of a charge
Okay.
and ends up kicking his feet to get his charge
Mm-hmm.
and slips. He falls as well. This game just is a bunch of fails.
Yeah, I was gonna say
There's more fails. And Boar 2, sorry. Boar 2 goes and decides, because there's a spinning creature right next to him, he's going to try and charge him as well. Let's see what happens.
That would be me.
Combat check against Voldar.
I believe in you.
I believe in you.
Dad Cooper.
He charges at Voldar and he gets knocked back as Voldar's spinning around and accidentally kicks him in the face.
Is
For
everyone failing?
yeah, everyone's failing. For 1 point of damage.
I did a thing. It's about
I'm
dark
glad
time.
you
I did a
did.
thing.
That's
And now
four-
back up to you.
Back out to me. Okay.
That's 5 fails in a row.
All
5
right.
fails.
Here we go. Combat check.
Combat
Swing with
check.
the mace.
Going
Going for the deer, because that's what I hit before. I'm just gonna. I don't have much blue left, so I'm just
I
gonna roll.
don't have much blue.
I don't. Here we go. Boom, baby!
Booyah.
Alrighty. And now. Boom, baby!
Booyah.
46 damage.
Whoo!
Hello.
See, that's what I'm like. I actually did more damage with a straight axe attack than I did with my Furious
I
Strike.
want to decline this.
You can't.
And you smash down after you come to a stop on your spin and you just land right between the antlers of this stag. And he takes a ton of damage. He's still up though.
Boo. Yeah.
Booyah. Alright, let's see.
So, now that perhaps maybe the boar and I have both regained our footing.
The boar and you are both like having a dance
You
off.
look at each
Alright.
other. You're like, did we both drink?
You're having a dance off right now, basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna rear back and do a little over the head axie attack.
Over the head, Axie.
Over the head axie on the boar.
Undead boar.
1. All right. Sure.
So check.
Go!
Is that the boar talking?
Okay. Well, now we know. Tie goes to the attacker.
Hey, you tied, but you still hit. So
I
you
tied,
get a
but
0%
I hit.
bonus.
Woo!
I
Go!
wonder if that means it zeroes out his damage. Math incorrect, and what? Multiplied by 0%.
24 damage.
24 damage. I will accept that as you regain
You
footing.
do really well on like stupid rolls, like catching a roll in your mouth.
Yeah.
I did amazing on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when it comes to
It
fighting
knows
for
if
your
it
life,
matters.
Did you
No.
guys turn on microphone access? I wonder if there's a developer sitting behind.
He's
Nope.
like,
Nope.
"Ah."
Yes. Nope. Nope. Yes. And you swing out with your axe and you do clip the boar in its shoulder.
Okay.
Question.
Answer daily double.
With shooting at the undead deer as a bigger target from where I am,
You have a bigger block in front of you as well.
if I'm at the side?
Me.
You can move a little bit further and you can shoot over him. Yeah. Or you can shoot over this little guy who's more of your block, I guess. So from where you're at,
Because he
You
went
see-
for one boar on the other side, and I went for the boar on the other side. and I moved.
Oh,
to
yes,
be
yes.
able
You're
to
good.
have
We're still
You're
in
good
the
there.
line
Yeah,
across.
you're good there. If you move just a little bit further, then you have no one to worry about.
Okay.
And you want to shoot at the stag?
Yes.
All right. Shoot away.
Still at normal.
Still at normal.
Okay.
Unless you want to get up a bit closer where they should probably see you as a target.
No.
All right. No, I'll let the boys take the damage.
99. Woo! About time.
Roll your damage. Roll your damage.
Roll for the damage.
There you go.
69 damage.
And I will approve that.
Bless you.
So this nice red button that says decline. I wonder what happens. Well, approving.
This is basically my first hit. Second. I got one hit on the bear.
It's all right.
So you hit the deer?
Yeah.
You hit the
Alright.
deer and you shoot it
That deer's
straight
got
through the neck, and its neck kind of falls limp and it falls over to the side,
Nice. Just 2 boars left. Let's get them.
and
Let's go,
it
boys.
is dead.
Let's go. Let's go.
Undead boar numero uno, who is getting
Bye,
attacked.
bye, boy.
Let's go.
Bye bye boar, huh? Combat check against Dwalin.
Come get some.
Oh, he does hit you.
Let's go. Come on.
For
What do you got? What do you got, Boar? What do you got, Boar?
her
2 points.
54 damage.
Come on, Boar.
He can take it.
The boar, out of anger, charges you and gores you to the side.
Stumbling.
Oh,
Yikes.
we're gonna play hardball then.
The other boar.
The other boar turns and looks at Spinny McSpinnerson
Mm-hmm.
and does a check as well. Melee against Dwalin.
He's checking to see if
Valor.
he can kick you.
Can I kick you, sir?
No.
Ooh, that does hit though.
Okay.
With his little.
All right. I'll take it. Roll it. Roll that damage.
Rolling. This boar turns himself around, rears up on his front legs, and kicks you square in the knees
Ouch.
That's
with his back legs for 53 damage.
Oh,
Wait. You assigned that to Dwalin.
I did?
Yep. And
I
I'm okay
didn't.
with it.
I didn't assign that to Dwalin. Dwalin, I'm
You
gonna
said Dwalin and
I'm
I
at
said
130.
Valdar.
I'm gonna give you 53 back.
Thank you.
53 is coming off the other one. This interface, I tell you, it means I have to tell you who's dying. So that means that is 124 left here. You just been kicked in the knees.
Yep. My turn though.
Your turn though.
I'm gonna fight back.
I'm gonna fight back.
I'ma fight back.
I'm gonna end this.
Mace. Now, which one just kicked me? Number 2, right? So I'm going after.
Yeah, number 2.
I'm gonna add a little bit to him. We're gonna try and
Squishy.
start this check. Start it up. Boom. That's right on the money. That's exactly what I needed to roll. 41. Ty goes to the hit.
attacker.
Barely.
Ooh.
No,
Alright.
Borley.
Borley.
26 damage.
Borley attacked me.
Let's go. Let's go.
I will approve of that damage as you swing down on the boar's hindquarters with your mace. It kicked you, but you kicked back.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite as hard.
Not quite as hard, no.
I got my knees kicked in the opposite direction.
Yeah,
No, I
like
get it.
you'd be
Yeah,
lucky if you're
I
walking.
get it.
Yeah.
I also did not hit for as hard as the thing hit me.
Well, it's your turn to hit now.
So
It's your turn to hit
he's
back.
like been gored once, so he's kind of stumbling. So he's like,
oh, that's how it's gonna be.
takes a swipe.
Swiper, keep swiping.
Swiper, please.
I like to whisper too.
Just roll your dice.
Don't worry about it.
Whatever
You'll
it is.
survive.
Undead Boar 1. Ba-da-ba-da.
Roll it.
Start the check. Ah! Yes, solid. Solid
that
hit.
damage.
So as
Come
long
on,
as you
come on,
cause
come
some
on.
damage.
Decent. We'll do 35.
Man. See when that comes in.
Bor 1.
I was on Boar 1. So he's
Bore
taking
1.
60-ish.
You swing upwards, one-handed, and you basically cut the boar right in half.
Oh!
Awesome.
All right, go for that other boar.
I'm gonna step closer to this boar now.
All right.
So that it's
So
an easy shot.
you run up, and you're standing about 10 feet away, and you've got just a clear shot right at this boar.
For thee.
Yeah. Here we go.
Boom.
Yes. That will hit.
Roll
And
that
then
damage.
damage.
Boom.
55.
And I will accept that. As you fire the shot, it flies so precisely right through the shoulder blades of the boar. And you must have hit some weird bone that was laced with TNT, because that boar just exploded. This thing was in
So are you
pieces.
now covered in boar?
You're now covered in
No.
boar chunk.
Cool.
Did we lose our music?
I don't know.
It's fairly quiet.
Ah.
It's still there.
All good. Okay.
But we won.
After these creatures have collapsed, exploded, chunks have fallen off of things, villagers start peeking out of their windows a bit more and shyly and carefully they move forward. When they see you standing victoriously above the beasts, there's some murmurs and some cheers that begin erupting. Everyone is thrilled as they hadn't any resources to do what you had just done. Now, with this cheer, more of the houses open up a bit more, and even kids are standing in the doorways looking like they had just woken up, hair kind of off to the side, one clutching its blanket, cheering because they now have some heroes in town. Everyone wants to shake your hands and pat you on the back for saving them from not only this monstrosity, but for what you had done for Hotrian earlier.
Mm-hmm.
One man walks up. Wow, you guys have really done a lot for us today. You should stay a bit longer. And then you see Betty Crocker running out of the inn. Curse! Curse! The whole village is cursed! The gods must be angry! And he runs up the road.
It's not safe to. Never mind.
He's running like toward a home, I'm sure.
One of the kiddos in the crowd goes, I want to be a hero like you! Wah!
Beer and red meat.
Eat your vegetables.
And also drink beer.
And listen to your mom.
And eat red meat.
Hotrian is amongst the crowd, and people are asking him questions and shaking his hand as if he's almost one of the heroes likewise. Because he had experienced
He was there.
such a fight with the bear prior and had taken it down. Now, at this point, you're escorted, nay, pushed, rather, into the inn. Everyone wants to talk to you. There's drinks put in each of your hands.
I like this town.
Tonight is a party as this very small village is excited for your presence and for the next steps in your battle. There is, however, the blacksmith of the village who walks in and he looks over you lot just a bit and kind of does a few things with his hands to size you up.
He Mr.
and-
Monks us?
no, just looks a little bit and sizes you up, and he kind of squiggles something down on his arm. You're like, that's weird. You notice that he's a very crafty man. He's got a leather armband with a little piece of chalk and a little black rock attached, and he's able to knock some things down. And he looks you over and says, Heroes, I'll be back in just a few minutes. Just stay here, drink.
It's not a
The next
problem.
round for these heroes is on me.
I like this one.
He runs out, and he disappears briefly, and a young lad comes running in. He's yawning a bit. Oh, so my master said, I'm here to get you all some weapons and armor. You should see that tomorrow morning. He said he's a bit tied up because your sizes aren't what he has made, but tomorrow morning I'll deliver them to you.
Thank you.
You have rooms here, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'll see you in a few hours. And he just kind of pushes out and heads out of the inn.
Yay.
Tonight, you are filled with not only good drink and good food, but good company. You play a handful of games at the table,
Yeah. I can use
And-
some money.
not only do you find some money in those games, but you do end up coming away with the cards from your winning as well, Sir Dwarf. And as you are finishing out your night, Otrian's mother comes in, says, tomorrow, just come see me when you're all settled and had a nice cup of tea. Get yourselves together, as tonight's gonna be a bit more wild, I'm guessing.
Good lady.
Probably.
As a sign of good faith and our desire to help you, I would like to present you with this gift. And I hand her the flower.
Oh, thank you kindly. I haven't received one of... This is the flower. Oh. And she quickly grabs the brooch off of her neck and hands it to you. This is more important to me than this brooch. Take this. Be blessed.
Back at ya.
You all head up to your rooms and fall asleep and get a wonderful night of rest. The next morning, Hotrian's mother is sitting downstairs at the table as breakfast is being served. And she's tapping her foot and looking around nervously. Eat up quick, eat up quick. My Hotrian, he's disappeared again. Where did he go? He's gone, he's just disappeared. He's gone. Are you all behind this?
No.
No.
No, pretty sure I was.
He was drunk.
Yep. That's a great way of putting it. It's a very mild way of putting it.
And with that,
Sorry. You can keep telling a story. Sorry.
bye.
Bye.
Bye, we killed your character.
Yeah, I'm dead.
And with that, this is the end of the session as the next arc begins.
Dun, dun,
So, what that'll
dun.
mean is players, I will mark your quest complete.
Woohoo!
Also, I tried to send the flower, but as she's an NPC, I couldn't. So I'll just delete it.
Yeah, delete it,
Okay.
because then it's gone. It's out of your inventory.
Yeah.
So I've completed, no, I'm not going to complete this adventure yet. I will send you all, we completed that chapter, I will send you all your weapons as they get delivered in the morning.
Awesome.
And I will
And my
send
brooch?
the brooch as well.
The bleach.
The brooch.
With that,
Beautiful.
I think we have just finished the first section of Yora Adventures
Yay!
Fantasy. So Yora Adventures is this really, really cool app that we just played. There's a lot going on with it. There's a lot still to be learned for us. There's a lot still that they're working on as it is in beta. They do have a fantasy section that they've built for the Ninpine series. We just played through the very first one, which is essentially the free portion. There's a few more purchasable add-ons for more of this story. Super inexpensive purchases. So far, the story's pretty good. So for you new DMs and game players out there, give it a go. It's got all of the helpful hints. It's got a nice little video series on how to play the app, how to work through it, how to understand some of this stuff. It's a great way in, and it's a great way to start telling stories on your own. Again, we do have, let's see, main page, sponsors. We do have some fun stuff coming up. Our sponsors here are going to be joining us in a giveaway starting this coming Tuesday. So be watching your Instagram. It'll be a share, like, follow mentality. You could be one of the few winners that get some great stuff from our awesome sponsors. We do have our Indiegogo happening. We also only have one more off-season session before Season 2!
Season 2!
And with Season 2, we should have our set settled and ready to go. Hopefully. We still have some finishing touches we're putting on it. And with our new set, you'll see a little bit of a change behind our players, potentially behind the DM. Look forward to that. September 21st as we join the full cast and crew for Season 2, Episode 1.
Yay!
We'll find out what happens as the players wake up in their pillow fort, provided by Rumil. But, for now,
Thanks for joining.
thanks for stumbling on in. We are Here Be Dragons. We usually play D&D, and today was our fun one-off. We will see you next week.
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye! Where's my button? I need to find the button. Button, who's got the...